live stream going up here. The channel. All right. Here we go. All right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Malik Jackson coming at you with another Madden 22 live stream gameplay. Doing something a little bit different here on the channel. Obviously, with the last little problems that I had with the Atlanta Falcons rebuild, I decided to do something a little bit different. This is going to be a one-season, not a rebuild, but more like just a last ride. I got the inspiration from one of my favorite YouTubers who I watch, Miles Dawkins 24/7. Now he's been doing, he does a lot of rebuilds and what ifs with most of the older Maddens. However, he also does a series called Last Ride. Basically, the last Madden that a player is in, and there have been several Maddens through the years, and you got legends, you got guys that are in the game for one more time. Of course, when they retire, they're no longer going to be in the game. So what I decided to do today, because the news came down today officially that Ben Roethlisberger, the Pittsburgh Steelers legendary quarterback, is retiring. This will be his last Madden, so therefore I'm going to try to see if I can get him one more Super Bowl ring as a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers before he retires. But this is not going to be exactly the easiest last ride to be able to get the Steelers all the way to the championship game and win it. Because, first of all, in real life, the Pittsburgh Steelers did make the playoffs. They made it as the final wild card seed. But the Cincinnati Bengals won the division. This is a loaded division. We've got the Cleveland Browns, who, based on what I've done in past live streams or rebuilds and and a lot of gameplays in Madden 22 since I purchased the game in August, the Browns are basically a cheat code in this game. Baker Mayfield basically is like one of the best quarterbacks in the game. So this is a loaded division. On top of that, you got Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. You got a great young quarterback in Joe Burrow, who I'm not really sure what he's like in Madden, but I'm pretty sure, like in real life, the Bengals are forced to be reckoned with in the division. And on top of that, you got Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, who are the team to beat in the AFC North. Looking at the Steelers, we're 79 overall. We have an 84 overall defense, and our offense is 76, mostly in part to the fact that Ben Roethlisberger has regressed. Because I am using the rosters that are at the final rosters for the regular season for the Steelers. So some guys that maybe have a good overall are going to be dropping, but we still got some decent players out here. We got T.J. Watt. We've got Cameron Hayward, we've got Tuitt, we've got Minkah Fitzpatrick, we've got Deontay Johnson, who really stepped up this year for the Steelers, is really their number one receiver, and we've got Najee Harris, we've got Tyson Alualu, but Ben Roethlisberger is pretty low as far as rankings. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster is an 81 overall. Roethlisberger is a 74 overall quarterback. In his final ranking as a Madden player is going to be a 74 overall. So that's pretty hard to work with if you ask me. But we do have some other decent pieces. Najee Harris is an 83 overall, a rookie this year out of Alabama. We have an okay fullback. Deontay Johnson is our best receiver at 85 overall. He has a higher overall than Smith-Schuster, who's an 81. And, of course, we have Chase Claypool, who's a 79 overall. But last year, he had a pretty good year, but obviously he's had a tough year, so his overall has dipped. And, of course, you got James Washington, 74 overall. Receiving core is decent, but not anything to write home about. Eric Ebron is our tight end at a 79 overall. Offensive line, definitely not looking too great. None of these guys are even in the 80s, so we might need to do some free agency retooling, maybe do a couple of trades, because I want to try to get this team better. Now, Tuitt and Cameron Hayward, our defensive line is perfectly fine. And I think I'm going to leave Alualu where he is. We don't have to worry about our linebacking core, especially on the left side, because we got T.J. Watt in there. We don't have to worry about him. Devin Bush is 79 overall, but he can easily get up to an 80. So I think I'm going to leave the linebacking core. You got Alex Highsmith in there, and Joe Hayden is our top corner to 79 overall. But, of course, these overalls can progress higher during the season. And of course, Minkah Fitzpatrick's 89 overall. We got a 79 overall Terrell Edmonds. Kicking is decent. We don't really mess with the kickers. But first of all, before we start off the regular season, I'm going to try to see if I can get this team to be a little bit better through free agency and see who is out there. Now, obviously, when it comes to free agency, I'm familiar with a lot of the big names that are out there. I'm not going to go after every single one of them, but I am going to go after a couple of guys for sure. Antonio Brown. I mean, we could bring in Antonio Brown again to the Steelers, but you know what? I just don't think that would be fair to Roethlisberger. So we don't have a lot of high overall guys in here. We don't, yeah, none of these guys are really too high in terms of overall, but you know, we'll just kind of go through and see what we have here. First of all, I want to take a look at what offensive linemen are available. Not really having a lot of high overall guys here. Is there even any guy that's in the 80s? No, we don't even. There's not even a guy in the 80 overall range. Let me check receivers. I know Antonio Brown's out there. And he's an 87 overall. Of course, he's been cut by the Bucs during this timeline, so he is therefore available. I just don't know. Larry Fitzgerald is out there to 75 overall. Jesus, that's crazy. I did not know he was a free agent in this game. We're not going to bring Antonio Brown back. I don't think there's a reason to do that. Our running back situation is fine. So I think the best way to address immediate retooling of a couple of positions is to make some trades if we can. So I think we got to go to the trade center, and we're going to have to see what we can get, because I think we really need to upgrade this offensive line and for sure make it better. So let me go and see if I can do a trade. Let me see from... I don't really know of good left tackles that are out there. Let me see if I can, let me go to upgraded position and see if I can look for... Yeah, let me see, because left tackle is a need that we have. Okay, so the Bengals, they have... Yeah, but our guy is, I'm looking for a guy that's really like in the 80s. Dawkins, maybe. Obviously, if we're trying to get any of these guys, we're going to have to offer some decent draft picks. Can't really settle for Sean Slater. Could bring in Orlando Brown. Let me take a swing for Orlando. Let me see what we can offer. So really, I just want Orlando Brown. Let me see if there is a player that we could offer. Maybe we have a few more good players that maybe we can trade as part of this. Let's see. Maybe we could try to get rid of... see about right outside the linebackers here. Joe Scobert. Devin Bush. But Scobert's a decent linebacker. See about defensive line, because we have a couple of good players on the defensive line. Chris Wormley. Oops. Tuitt. No, that's the same position. Let's check tight ends, because I think we have a decent tight end other than Eric Ebron. Pat Freiermuth. All right. I don't think this is going to be good value to them for their sake. So let's see, because obviously the Chiefs, they probably don't really need a tight end, but let me see if they'll take maybe a second round pick for Orlando Brown. I don't know if this trade is going to work, but we'll see. Done deal. Okay, cool. So we gave up a second round pick. Then again, I'm not going to worry about too much about draft pick, because this is a 1 year last right. So we've got Orlando Brown at left tackle. So we've already upgraded our left tackle position, which is pretty good. So I don't really think we're going to need to upgrade. So yeah, obviously because of trading away Freiermuth, that actually disgrades our tight end situation a little bit. But we have Eric Ebron, our starter, in there. So I don't think we need to really worry about that too much. So let's see if we can upgrade the right tackle position. Let's see if we can get somebody else who's out there. Somebody who can really, just really help out on that line. Let's see. Let's start from the very beginning, and let's see what the right tackles are looking like across the league. None of these guys really standing out. Jack Conklin from the Browns, maybe. Travis Wirfs. Wow. I think that'd be too much of a leap to try to trade for him. That we have to offer a lot. Brian Beluga. Wow. Let's see. What do the Chargers really need? That'd be pretty tough. Let's see about other options. Braden Smith. Could trade for Lyle Collins from the Cowboys. Could try to get Lane Johnson as well. Glickney. Nate Solder. Any Sewell? No, he's a 79 overall. I'm looking for a guy really in the 80s. Trent Brown from the Patriots. He's a perennial. He's a good guy. Quan James. Let's see here. Vikings, maybe. They have a couple of, yeah, you know, I think the best guy that I saw was, Brian Bulaga. Let's see if we can get him. As far as what we can offer, let me go through some players and see if we can offer somebody here. Chargers don't really need a quarterback. They don't really need a running back, I don't think. They have pretty decent players all around there. We could give away one of our receivers. We could maybe trade away Claypool. But that's a pretty good trio of receivers we had. I don't really want to risk it. We've already traded away our second string tight end, so I don't really think that would be worth it. Can't really trade. We could trade our starting right tackle, but obviously I think we're going to have to offer a draft pick as well. So let me see if they'll budge on a third round pick. I don't think they'll accept this trade. Okay. So obviously a third round pick is probably not going to do it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take both of those guys off the board. Let's just trade them a first round pick and let's see what they do. I'm pretty sure they will accept this. Because this is a one-season rebuild, we're going all in. So, yeah. So, that's definitely something, yeah. Chargers. Oh, so they didn't accept it. Wow, we can't even get Bulaga for a first-round pick. Okay, so we may have to try something else. Yeah, let's go back to the menu that we were at. Because when you hit upgrade the position, you can take a look at the entire right tackle spots all over the league. Okay, so I think Bulaga might be out. But that doesn't mean we can't try to trade for somebody else. Because there's still some other decent tackles out here. Let's see. Now, the guys other than Mike McGlinchey. 80 overall. Let's see. I think maybe we could try to get this guy. Let's go ahead and see. Let's try to see if we can swap right tackles with the Niners, while also giving them. We'll try the same route that we did. We'll try a third round pick, see if they budge. If they don't, we may just have to give them a first rounder and accept it. Offer brings enough. Okay, so they don't feel like that brings a good comparison. Okay, so how about a first round pick? I'm pretty sure a first round pick they would accept. Done deal. Okay, cool. So we've upgraded both tackle positions, so that's pretty good. Now, as far as the rest of the offensive line, I might just kind of put the best overall personnel out there and, see what we can do here. I mean, this has been Roethlisberger's last ride, so we want to make sure that offensive line is going to be able to hold up. So we made a pretty good trade for a new left tackle in Orlando Brown. He's an 80 overall. So as far as other positions, Kevin Dotson is 73 overall. I'm just going to have to leave him where he is because we can't upgrade every position because looking at the current free agency pool, there's not a lot of guys out there. Like it looks like all of the other good free agent tackles have been snatched up. Like I was going to see if I can get Mitchell Schwartz, but it looks like that the Washington football team picked him up. So therefore, that's not somebody that we're going to be able to trade for. So let's go ahead and make sure McGlinchey is there. Now, unfortunately, McGlinchey is injured. Hopefully he's not injured for too long. However, we're going to go ahead and slide him in there anyway, just to see, because when he does come back from injury, maybe it'll be like a couple points in the season. All right, so that's the only major trades that we're going to make because I really don't feel like any free agency moves are going to help this team at all. I'm not going to bring back Antonio Brown just because of, the reason why. If you don't know the reason why, then just Google Antonio Brown and you'll know the reason why, especially for Ben Roethlisberger's final season in the NFL when we're trying to get a ring. All right, so we're going to go ahead and simulate to the middle of the season, and we're going to see what this team is looking like. Yes, go ahead and sim. All right, hopefully this team is not in too horrible of shape because really hoping that we're at least competitive in our division at the middle point of the season. So that way I can try to get this team to the playoffs and try to make a run. Because this last drive will not be successful at all if I can't get this team to the playoffs. Now, in order to do that, I might have to jump in and play a bunch of games in the back half of the season, or do a little bit of extra game planning and preparation to just make sure that the team wins. Because if we don't make the playoffs, then it's pointless for us to be even. It's pointless for this season even to happen. It was pointless for us to try to make a trade for a first-round pick to the 49ers for a right tackle who was only 80 overall. I mean, Orlando Brown was the same overall, but having both, upgraded the tackle positions, I think that helps, Ben in his final year. He's old. He's old back there. So, want to make sure he's standing upright at this point. All right, so I think we're almost at the middle point of the season. Let's see what our record is looking like. Hopefully we're not in too bad of shape. I would hope that whatever position we're in, we're not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs already at the middle point of the season. Hopefully we are not. If we are, that's going to stink. Okay, we're in okay shape. We're 3-3, so we are at 500. All right, so as far as players ready to negotiate, I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to worry about going ahead and upgrading our players. Let's go ahead and upgrade all of these gentlemen right here. And let's see here. Let's see if we've got any other things we need to look up for the midpoint of the season. We do have some skill points available for our staff. Returning from injury, Trey Turner's returning from injury. Yeah, I'm gonna check the injury report for sure, because who knows if we've been dealing with injuries throughout the entire season. But who knows? We're gonna have to take a look at all of this and see what kind of shape we're in. Hopefully those right tackles are still upright. But I don't know. Who knows at this point? We may be 3-3, but we have it's pretty tough. But you never know. So we'll see here. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and take a look at our. Let's go ahead and take a look at the injury report here. Let's see if we have anybody out who's a significant contributor. All right, wow, we've got a lot of players hurt. Okay, so B.J. Finley is okay. Well, he's going to be okay. So they put him on IR, but he's only out for okay. Well, he was probably a pre-existing injury. Tyson Aluo, okay, he must have been injured. Okay, so all of these guys, including Ebron. So Ebron was on IR, and I traded away our other tight end. Wow. Okay. That was probably not the smartest thing I could have done. And Tuitt has been out as well. Dobbs, but he doesn't really matter. DeMarcus Christian, yeah. So Mike, oh my gosh, and McGlinchey, who we traded for, is out for 10 weeks. Goodness gracious. I'm not going to put him on IR yet because he could return for the playoffs. That's encouraging at least, but. So we have way more important players out than I originally thought. So let's go to the free agency pool and let's try to get some. And we got to get some. At this point we got to make some free agency moves, and we got to fill up some of these holes that are in that are hurt. Let me go ahead and take a look at the depth chart to see, based on injury, what each of those positions are looking like. Okay, so as far as tight end, I don't want to go to tackles. I want to go to tight ends. So as far as tight ends, Zach Gentry, who is actually just returning from injury, is our only healthy tight end. He's a 66 overall. So Freiermuth, trading him away for Orlando Brown probably wasn't the best idea because I didn't realize he was injured, so that stinks. So, and I also forgot that Alua was hurt. So Wormley, as a 75 overall, has been our starting 10 for the first 3 weeks. We're gonna have to probably make some. We're probably gonna have to make some big trades at the trade deadline also in order to try to make this happen. But I'm gonna check the free agency pool first and see what we're looking like right there. Gosh, our defensive tackle situation is just terrible. Our best guy right now on the team who's healthy is a 57 overall. So that's not good. All right, well, let's check the free agency pool because it's the middle point of the season. There may have been a couple of players that have been released. So let's see what we're looking like here. Let's see what we're looking like. All right, so I really need to go ahead and try to. No, I just want to select all of them. Just want to select all. All right, let's go to tight ends and see who's available, who's actually decent. Okay, Lee Smith is there. He fits our scheme. He's a 73 overall. Come on down, Lee Smith. Come join the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome to the Steelers. All right, cool. So that helps the tight end situation a little bit. We now have a tight end who, is 73 overall, which is better, considering the fact that Ebron's out for the rest of the season. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out left ends. Vinny Curry's out there. Going to go ahead and bring him on. Let's bring in Vinny Curry. Shore up that defensive line a little bit. And let's go to defense tackles. We have to, I'm sure, yeah, Malik Jackson, he's a 73 overall. Let's go ahead and bring him to that defensive line, help out with depth on that. So, yeah. Geno Atkins was there, 73 overall, but I decided to go with Malik Jackson instead. Jackson had a few good years back, with Jacksonville and the Denver Broncos. He won a Super Bowl with them, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, so we're facing the Cleveland Browns, who are 6-1. I'm not going to advance to the end of the season because I have a feeling that if I do that, we're just going to lose out and we may lose the rest of our games. So of course we got to cut players because we've signed, some guys. So we need to cut 3 guys. So we're just going to go ahead and cut this guy. We're going to go ahead and cut White, who I think is like our 5th string receiver. Marcus Allen, number 27. Okay. Let's go ahead and... No, he's going to have a cap penalty. Can we cut Balaj? No, we can't cut him. He'll be dropping us further. You know what? Shoot. No, I don't want to cut Malik Jackson. I don't want to cut any of these guys. Let's go ahead and just cut Marcus Allen. All right, so we've cut those 3 players. We had to do that because we signed some guys off the free. We signed guys off the free agency pool to just help out. Okay, so let's go ahead and advance past this week. Let's go ahead and advance to next week and see how we did against the Browns. I'm going to take a look at the standings after the Browns game and see realistically what our shot is of making the playoffs. Because right now, all right, so we beat the Browns. All right, well, that's cool. Well, hopefully the upgrades that we made based off the free agency pickups helped out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the let's go ahead and go to the standings and let's see what we're looking like as far as the whole NFL and the AFC North. Got a feeling the Cleveland Browns are number 1 in the AFC North based on the fact that they're 6-1. However, we just beat them, so that's got to give some confidence a little bit. No, that's the NFC North. Where's the AFC North at? Okay, there it is. Okay, so the Browns are leading the division 6-2. Bengals are 5-3. Pittsburgh, we've actually climbed them out. We've actually climbed up a little bit. We're 4-3. Now the Ravens are 2-5. Now hopefully, well then again, you can't count your chickens just yet. But the Ravens being at 2-5 is actually making me feel a little bit better because I thought all 3 of these teams would be ahead of us in the division. We're 3rd place in the division. Let me go ahead and take a look at the entire AFC standings and see realistically what the playoff picture is looking like. So, the Colts, they got the Browns up here. Of course, the Bengals are going to be ahead of us for another wild card spot, but we're not lagging too far behind. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but there's... Yeah. So we're not far behind, but we definitely need to one-up the Bengals. As far as the standings, let me see what our schedule is. Let me go to the team schedule here and see what we're talking about because I don't know if we even played the Bengals yet. That may be key. We'll probably have to beat them twice in order to have a shot at getting the wild card spot and finishing 2nd in the division. Okay, so the first time we played the Bengals, we got our butts whooped 45-24. We don't play the Bengals until, let me see, we play them in week 12, and so that's going to be pretty tough. Got a comment here. Let me check it out. Ackland, I don't know if that's 100% sure how you pronounce your name, but what's going on? Hello to you too, man. Happy Thursday. Doing a last ride for Ben Roethlisberger. Based on your profile picture, looks like you are a Steelers fan, so that's good. Glad to see you checking out the stream here. Whew. All right, well, no, I don't want to quit. Whew, goodness gracious. Okay, well, the good thing is we got the 2-6 Bears on deck next. Let me go ahead and upgrade players first. And I want to go ahead to the staff tree, see if I can do some upgrades there. I don't think with 6 points I can really do too much. But if I can upgrade the staff a little bit, I think that will definitely help. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to manage staff. Let's go to, let's see. Manage staff, franchise staff. Let's go here. All right. I don't think we have a whole lot of skill points. We only have, I think, 6 points to spend. So I don't think we can spend a whole lot on really anything, for that matter. Well, that's a 9 point. Let me see if anything's cheaper for our defensive coordinator. Well, that stuff's all locked. I think it's locked. Okay, well, maybe we have to play a couple more games to get some staff points, and maybe we can upgrade our defensive coordinator. Upgrade his tree. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the main menu here. And let's go ahead and let's see if, and hopefully we can get a win against the 2-6 Bears. I mean, the Bears are 2-6. We're facing a team that is not in very good shape, and it doesn't look like that we had any significant injuries in the last game. So I think those free agency moves that we quickly did, realizing that we actually have more key players out than we realized. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how we did against the Bears. Let's see if we beat them. We did beat the Bears. Okay, so we're now 5-3. So getting a little bit better, still creeping into the playoff picture a little bit. Let's go ahead and upgrade players again. This might be a deal where for maybe the rest of this particular season, I'm going to simulate week by week because I really want to see, what games that we have, what games I might have to jump in and play and just take control of the Steelers in order to, try to guarantee a victory. Manage the staff, manage roster, manage team returning from injury. So we have one player returning from injury. This is McFarland, I think, or Najee Harris. Oh, Najee Harris. Okay, cool. All right. I didn't know he was really hurt. But anyway. Okay, answer media question. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and answer the question and see what the media wants to talk to us about. Okay, at the midway point, your team's in good spot. How do you think as far as the team can go? Just want to position win a Super Bowl, and of course, want to make the playoffs, and I know we can get there. Yeah, of course, definitely make that comment to Jonathan Coachman. Take that and run with it. We got to make the playoffs in order for this last ride to work. We can't not make the playoffs in Ben Roethlisberger's final season as an NFL player. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep checking the standings probably after every week if we simulate or we play because I have to see what the rest of the NFC North, the AFC North is looking like. I have to keep tabs on the rest of the division because if we're not in second place in this division, I mean, look at this. You got the Bengals and the Browns are both 6-3. Steelers are 5-3. The Ravens won last week, so they're creeping up a little bit at 3-5, but unless they really take off here in the next few weeks, I don't see them catching us as far as third place in the division. But, you just don't want to take that risk. Let me take a look at the entire AFC picture. So we're still in the same spot that we were last week in terms of being in that little 7th spot right there. But we have to be in the 6th spot in order to guarantee that we're going to make the playoffs, that we're going to have a chance to make a Super Bowl run with Ben Roethlisberger in his last season as an NFL player. Gochin's vlog videos. Hello, what's up? What's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, just doing a little cool something. Ben Roethlisberger, his final. He officially announced his retirement today, and I'm trying to do a last ride to see if I can get the Steelers a Super Bowl championship in his final season. I'm doing good, man. I don't know if you are. Then again, I don't want to gender discriminate or anything on this channel. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I've got this is a day off from work, and I'm just kind of enjoying the day a little bit. Decided to play some Madden, live stream, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of streaming lately because of work. But I got some time off, so I decided to just keep myself occupied. I'm new. Okay, all right. New to YouTube or just to like just the scene, as far as the channel, and all that kind of stuff. That's cool, man. Jump me back into this. All right. We've got the 0-8 Detroit Lions on deck. I guess just like in real life, this season they're not doing so hot. So this should definitely be a game that the Steelers should win. Hopefully. Let me go ahead and check out some stuff here. We didn't get any more staff points, so I'm new. Oh, to your channel. Yeah. Well, welcome, man. Thanks for checking it out. I will admit, my channel's been kind of, well, let's just say it's been a little bit inconsistent lately, because one of the things, if you go back and look at a lot of my other videos that I posted, like as of a few weeks ago, a lot of work-related stuff I post on my channel because I'm a television news photographer. So sometimes I'll post my work on my YouTube channel. Now, a lot of people have told me that, you know, you should create a secondary channel for gaming purposes and stuff like that. But the way that Google operates, it's just tough for me to like create a secondary channel and manage those accounts, because you know how Google and YouTube are with their, with their security measures, and I was thinking it'd just be a pain in the rear end to just continue shuffling back and forth. All right, so getting right back into the task at hand here. So we're definitely going to go ahead and advance this week. Let's go ahead and advance the next week and see if we took down the winless Detroit Lions. See if we handed them their 9th loss of the season. I think in real life the Steelers lost to the Lions in the regular season, but we didn't in this live stream. Yes, 6-3. Bow right there. Awesome, very cool. So we're on a little bit of a 3-game winning streak. So I think signing those free agents in order to, make up for the fact that we've lost a lot of key players during the season to IR really makes up for it. Then again, I really should have checked to see what the current state of the roster was as far as the guys who were injured before I started, trading away, first round and second round picks for offensive linemen to upgrade the left and the right tackle position. We do have one new injury. Let's see who it is. Hopefully this isn't somebody who's very significant, but let's see. Okay, so who's the new injury? We've known about him in forever. Let's go to Terrell Edmunds. I think he's our starting strong safety. Okay, so he's out for 19 weeks. Yeah, he's going to IR. No way that he's going to play this season. 7-9. Matthias Padula. Okay, all right. Welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for tuning in. From that comment, my man, I can tell you're a huge Steelers fan. I can literally see you with that comment waving the terrible towel around, doing the chant in the stands like they always do. DeMarcus Christmas says uninjured, but he's on IR. Well, then again, I think the way the game was, they put guys on IR. So I think the main new injury that we have is Terrell Edmunds. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. Let me go to the depth chart and see what our backup safety is looking like, because I don't really know what his overall is. I got to check and see what we're looking like here. So let's check out the depth chart and see what our backup one is looking like. Because if Edmunds is out for the season, that hurts. That hurts. Oh, that hurts. That really stinks. Wait, where's our, I'm on punt returner. It's hard for me to see what's in the right-hand corner, because the box that shows my face cam is covering that up, so I can't see what position is being highlighted right now, so I just have to guess. Huge Steelers fan from Brazil. Okay, really cool, man. Man, you're rooting for the Steelers from a long way. That's really cool. That's really awesome, man. Go ahead and take care of a couple things. Firehawk Legend, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Guessing Chiefs fan, I suppose, based on that comment. Okay, so our backup strong safety, Miles Killebrew, is a 68 overall. That is not good. I got to go back to the free agency pool and check and see who's available. I don't know if there's going to be anybody really good even out there at this point, but I'm going to have to take a look and see what's out there. If I'd have to guess, I don't think it's going to be anybody who is really good. But I have to check. Strong safety is available. Do we have anybody? Ooh, Rashid Jones is out here. And so is Brandon Carr. Yeah, let's bring in Rashid Jones. Let's bring him in. Yeah, we're going to need to bring in somebody because if we've got our starting strong safety out for the entire season, then we're definitely going to have to bring in somebody else. Now, I think Edmonds is the only new injury that we have, so yeah, that's pretty tough. Man, I should not have left my work phone on. My work phone right now is like blowing up in my other room. Well, my bedroom. I'm in my living room area right now in my apartment, but my work phone is in my bedroom, and I don't know why I still have it on. Miles only good on special teams. Oh yeah, I can see that, man. I'm not too familiar with the Steelers. I'm not a Steelers fan, so I'm not too familiar with the roster. The main thing is I'm trying to familiar myself just based on overalls is what I can tell of if a guy's like good or not. And then again, being a video game, you know that sometimes you have some things like that. So we have a player returning from injury. Oh, and it's Mr. Orlando Brown. Okay, so we got Orlando Brown coming back from injury. I guess he got nicked up in the last game, so that's good. So let me go ahead and go to the depth chart and make sure Rashid Jones is in there at strong safety. Let me go ahead and take a look here just to make sure because sometimes you sign a free agent in this game and they don't automatically upgrade the depth chart. So let's go ahead and make sure that he is in there. Where's strong safety at? Okay, there he is. Okay, so Rashid Jones is in there, 77 overall, and yeah, I mean it's definitely going to help because if Edmonds is out for the rest of the season, then yeah, we're going to have some problems. The good thing is that Minkah Fitzpatrick is still standing upright at 91 overall. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, please do not break your ankle. Joe Hayden is still a 79 overall. He really hasn't progressed at all during the season, which I'm a little bit upset about because I'm used to Hayden at least being in the 80s, but he's not. Fortunately, Hayward is still decent at 97. Wormley actually has gone up a little bit to a 76 overall. He was a 75 to start out the season, so that's good. Of course, we don't have to worry about T.J. Watt. Hopefully he stays at a 97 for the whole season. Bush actually got up to the 80s, so that's pretty good. Scobert, I think he went up a couple of points. I think he was a 73 to start out the year. Now he's a 75. Highsmith is 77 overall. Let me check the offense and see how the overalls have progressed, if any at all. So overall, our offense actually went up because to start out the year, the offense was rated a 79 overall when I first started this one-year rebuild, but now we're up at an 82 overall, so that's pretty good. Roethlisberger really hasn't progressed. He remains a 74. Najee Harris is actually looking a lot better. He's an 88 overall now. Deontay Johnson, 87 overall. Oh my goodness, he's the best receiver on the Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster is an 82 overall still. He's maintaining that. Of course, we had to bring in Lee Smith because I traded away Freiermuth for this guy, and but also a first-round pick. Actually, no. I traded away Freiermuth for Orlando Brown and a second-round pick in that one. To get this guy, I traded away a first-rounder and one of our in our starting right tackle. I forgot his name. 80 overall for Clinchy, but he's still hurt. Turner is actually getting better, 79 overall, but the offensive line, other than our tackle positions, when both of them are healthy, really is not too solid. Fortunately, though, we're on a little bit of a 3-game winning streak. We're at 6-3, and once again, we're taking on another losing team. So yes, we've been on a 3-game winning streak, but we've been taking on a lot of teams that are below 500. Right now, the Chargers are 2-7. Jesus, Justin Herbert must be really having a tough year in this version of the game. So, all right, let's go ahead and check out. Let's go ahead and advance this week and see if we took care of business against those LA Chargers over there at SoFi Stadium. Hoping for 7th win. Like I've explained to some other people, I will jump in and actually start playing some of the games when it gets to crunch time. which may be already right now. We're 6-4 right now after we lost that game. So we lost to the Chargers, so we're 6-4 right now. Let's go ahead and upgrade the players, then I got to go ahead and take a look at the standings and seeing what we're looking like. Something tells me signing Rashid Jones didn't instantly upgrade the strong safety position based on where we are, but goodness, it is what it is. We got a new injury. Who is it? Who's hurt now? We've been having a lot of injuries during this 1-year rebuild. Okay, Edmonds is... Chase Claypool out for 5 weeks with a knee cartilage tear. God dang it, Chase. Oh, goodness gracious, this is hard. This is harder than I expected. Oh, no wonder the Steelers barely snuck into the playoffs in real life. God, Claypool's out for 5 weeks. That's not good. That is not good at all. We still have... Okay, so he's out for 5 weeks, so he's likely going to get a chance to return for the playoffs if we make it, so I'm not putting him on IR. And we also got our right tackle coming back. Fortunately, we still have Deontay Johnson out there, and Juju Smith-Schuster is out there and healthy. So we lose one of our good receivers. But, well, that still stinks, but we still got some decent weapons out there. Okay. We got a game against the Bengals here. Now this is a game that I feel like I'm going to have to jump in and take control of this, take control of the Steelers and win this game against the Bengals. Because if we don't win this game, I think I have a feeling that, well, let's check out the standings first just to make sure. Because right now the Bengals are 7-3. They're one game, I think, they're more than likely one game above the Steelers in the AFC North. The Steelers are still mired in third place. Fortunately, the Ravens haven't caught up too much. They're still sitting there at 4-6. Browns are 8-3. They're going to win the division. I don't think we can catch them unless they start losing every game for the rest of the season. But we have to leap over the Bengals, and I think, and it stinks because the first time we played them in the beginning of the season, which is a game that I simmed, we lost by I think 21 points. So, Week 12 and Week 13, I mean, I'm tempted to maybe just go ahead and play Week 13 just because it's a divisional game, and the division record might play into the playoff seeding as far as who makes it, but I'm not going to do that. But I am going to jump in and play this game against the Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and play it. I have the game settings right now set on 8-minute quarters, but fortunately I got the play clock acceleration up, so hopefully this won't take too long. So I'm going to go ahead and take control of the so this is the first game of the live stream and of the last ride that I'm going to just have to take control of. I have to take control of this game in order to help the Steelers get to the playoffs. Now, I said I was going to take control of some games, not every game. I think this is like week 12 or 13. So at this point of the year, the Steelers were in position. It's just that every other team in the division has a decent record except the Ravens. I mean, the Browns are leading the division at 8-3 right now. So we have to take control of this. The Browns are leading the division at 8-3. Sorry guys, I had to check the audio because my TV is a little bit loud right now, but I wanted to see if the audio But I wanted to see how the audio was sounding during the live stream because I haven't really tested it out with Madden 22 much yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward through this. Okay. All right. So, all right. Casey Studevant, welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for checking out the live stream, man. Thank you, number 7. All right. Yeah. Trying to get Ben Roethlisberger one more ring in his final season. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're going to start on defense. TJ Watt, I'm going to need you to play a heck of a game, sir. We got to get this defense has to play well today. We have to get this win against the Bengals in order to get to the playoffs. This is a big game for us, guys. This is a big game for the Steelers in this live stream. Get there, get pressure to it. Okay, incomplete. Bring it up 2nd down and 10 for Mr. Joe Burrow. Mr. Macaulay Culkin, as a lot of people like to call him. Got defensive tackle Wormley in the middle. We got Watt coming off the edge. All right, we couldn't exactly get pressure, but fortunately we forced an incompletion right there, and already we got Cincinnati in a 3rd down and 10 on their opening possession. All right, here we go. We got Wormley. I'm going to take control of him again. I really like to control a lot of the defensive line players. Whenever I play Madden, get that sack! Okay, we didn't get that sack, but we stopped Joe Mixon just short of the marker. So, first possession, we get the Bengals off the field. Perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. Good way to start the game. All right, here we go. So my first chance to play with the Steeler offense. I actually didn't even really play a whole lot with the Steelers in the previous Madden. I don't know if that was Rashid Jones on the return. It might have been. I don't know. Well, there he is. All the Steeler fans in this chat, there he is. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 2-time Super Bowl champion, coming out on the field for what's going to be his final game facing the Cincinnati Bengals. What a sight you guys probably can only see in a video game right now. All right, Juju. I don't need any of those TikTok dances. What I do need you to do is play well for me today, but I forgot it was a handoff. But we got a decent run with Najee. Well, no, he stopped 1 yard short. Najee Harris might be a guy I feature a lot in this game because I think Cincinnati looks like they might be a little bit soft in the middle, but it's going to all depend on what we want to do. But going with a 74 overall, Ben Roethlisberger is going to be pretty tough, but he's got a little bit of movement to him, not a whole lot. Okay. I don't normally like to scramble, especially with a guy who's a statue, which is basically what Big Ben has been reduced to for the rest of his career. All right, so 3rd down. I really want to get Schuster on this crossing route here. Come on. Or maybe X. Oh, that was a... Oh, my goodness. Roethlisberger's accuracy is really taking a dip. It's been a couple of years, actually, since I played with Ben Roethlisberger in Madden, I'm not going to lie. Gosh, 74 overall. You really can tell the dip difference. Oh, I ran into the man. Oh, God. And our punter that was a terrible punt, and I had the thing up all the way, like accuracy and everything. Well, for the first possession, not very good. But we got Mr. T.J. Watt over here on the edge. Let's get some pressure. Okay, well, they're just going to get a short slant to Jamar Chase. That's fine. That's cool, I guess. Got to keep the Bengals out of the end zone or keep them off the board if we can. Well, they're already in field goal range. This is probably the range for McPherson. Gosh, come on, guys. Get there. There we go. All right. Mixon had a decent game last week, it looks like. 2nd down and 1. 2nd and 1 for the Bengals. Got Schubert, or Schobert. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name or not. Oh, my gosh. 83 was wide open. And they're in for the touchdown, and we're down by 7 points early against the Bengals. All right, got to climb out of a hole. Oh, they're reviewing it? Did he get stopped at the 1? Oh, wait a minute. Well, his hand was down right there at like the half-yard line. You guys let me know in the comment section. Was he in or was he out? I don't think he was in. He's down at the 1. Yes, he didn't get in. He's down at the 1 yard line. Okay, so we have a chance. We have a chance to end this drive. Okay, get there. Penetration. There we go. Perfect. Heck of a job right there by 28. Great penetration right there. Perfect. That was a great tackle. That's just what we needed. It's like getting a second life. No. I want to go cover 2 man here. Got to play some man coverage here. Get tight on your guys. Oh, man. And they just ran it right in with Nixon. I should have known that was coming. All right, so ultimately in the end, they do get the touchdown and they score on us first. Thought we dodged a bullet a little bit, but they still got that thing into the end zone, and now we're down by 7 points early. So we're going to need a little bit of Roethlisberger magic to try to come back and get even this thing up. Because that first possession we had on offense was absolutely terrible. Went 3 and out, and we really didn't move the ball at all. Sutton. Okay, so it's not Rashid Jones. I thought that was Rashid Jones because I know he wore number 20 when he was with Miami. I guess Rashid has a different number. Doesn't really matter, though. All right, I'm going to try to mix in a little bit more running on this possession. I tend to throw the ball more than I run it in Madden, but we got Najee Harris back there, and we got some good blocking. There we go. First positive play of the game, Najee Harris. Nice burst up the middle for a good pickup. Let's go, Najee. Quick slants right here. Slants in Madden are always my go-to. This is where I usually thrive. Johnson. Oh, he almost picked that.
A 2-game losing streak out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Come on, Big Ben.
There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Got Johnson. Skinny post. Oh my God, he got. Oh.
And it's third down.
Golly, that was awful. Almost had him. Johnson was going to totally be open on that skinny post, but I didn't get enough time. Gonna need James Washington to catch this. Oh, he caught it! Did he catch that? Oh my gosh! Guys, he was... Forget about triple cover. There was 4 guys in that area. But James Washington caught the ball. Oh my goodness, that's the break we needed. That is a huge break that we needed early in this game. Alright, come on. Johnson, catch that. Now run! Alright, I thought he was going to break a tackle right there, but he got tackled a bit short. Alright, let's go with a slam here. Let's go with a halfback slam. Let's mix it up with Najee Harris a little bit. Keep the Bengals guessing on that other side. A decent run with Najee. Najee, you might be the answer, man. You might be the answer.
15 carries, 61 yards.
You might be the guy. All right, I don't like that play. Let's go with a little bit of RPO play action here. Oh no, flag. Is it holding? On the offense? Juju! Golly, that really stinks. All right, well, now we got a 2nd down and 14. We've got Johnson. Got Johnson on a little bit of a double seam there. But the linebacker was lurking right in the middle. I didn't want to risk it. Wow. And now we have another long 3rd down. Another long 3rd down. Okay, so we've got Washington. Okay. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. So far, so bad. Not exactly ideal start to this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
We're not going to pick up this first, but I want to make it easier for our kicker to try to get us on the board. And we almost throw another pick. Goodness, Roethlisberger's accuracy is really hard to deal with when he's just 74 overall when he usually is able to stay in the 80s. 4th, 21. We got to kick it. And we've got it. We've got it. So now, down by 4 points. That's not too bad, but still pretty tough right now.
And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Okay.
The Bengals drive.
All right. Well, we managed to get ourselves on the board, but now we're still down by 4 points. I really want to get Cincinnati off this field. I don't want them scoring again. I'm glad I took control of this game because if I hadn't, we probably would be down by way more points than this against the Bengals. Oh, we just got him by shoelaces. Okay, I thought we missed the tackle for a second, but we didn't. Okay, so we're still a third down and 2. Cover one high. Yeah, I don't want to spread anybody out. All right, got to try to find a way to get off this field here. Come on, guys. Come on, D. Oh, he still caught that. We had airtight coverage though. That's what I wanted to see, but just couldn't knock that ball away.
So from the 39
is what it is.
Come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go Adams.
Mixon with a first down
Oh
carry.
man, they're manhandling us up front for the most part right now.
Before he gets into enemy territory. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball...
Oh, get in there, Wormley. Fumble, get that, get the ball, we got it. There we go. Oh, we could return this.
He's at the 30.
Let's go. Touchdown, Steelers. Fumble recovery, and we get the touchdown. I don't even know who 25 was.
Some of the best. They're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
Wow, that was huge.
That's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point put through.
All right, how about that? Steelers on top now after the fumble recovery for the touchdown by Witherspoon. I think that's his name. I forget his first name, but yeah, awesome. Up by 3 points.
They're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Okay. All right, so that gives the Steelers, so that gives us some much-needed life. We are now really trying to play action. Oh no. Get him. All right, okay, cool. Well, they got us pretty good with the play action that time. I'm not gonna knock Burrow too much for that. Wormley in the middle.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one taken by T. Higgins.
Gonna grab the guy and
a gain of 6 there on 1st.
Kind of grabbed him there and threw him down there, but that's good. We'll take it. 2nd and 4 for Cincinnati.
But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
Good hit right there. But he didn't fumble. I used the hit stick with Wormley on that last possession, which made the guy fumble, but I tried to hit him the same way, but I hit him, but he didn't cough it up.
From midfield.
Come on, get in there, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed his legs. Well, I didn't miss his legs, but I did manage to get him, but tripped him up by his shoelaces. Too many of the receivers are getting out in open space. That's a problem. They're just able to do whatever they want out there once they get the ball in the open. Get there! Penetration, there we go! Got a sack from Highsmith. Sack there from Mr. Highsmith. Good job. I wasn't even controlling him, but he got in there for the sack. That was big time. Big time sack right there from him. Now force him 2nd and 19. All right. After a sack like that, we definitely should be able to get him off this field. That's okay. That's okay. Decent. Ooh, and Chase is hurt too. Even though he's walking okay. Probably a minor injury. He's actually a walk-off on his own power. Let's go 4 quarters here. I want to be able to, have some, good coverage. But I don't want to give up anything big. Come on, guys. We really need this. Come on, guys. Get there. Get there. Somebody get home. Get him! Sack! 2 sacks on this drive. That was by Mr. Cameron Hayward. Heck of a job. There we go. That's what we just needed. That's just what we needed. Hit the 2-minute warning, and we are about to get the ball back. We really want to get down the field and score it in the half. Really kind of take the heart out of the Bengals a little bit.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Ooh, well, got him with a user juke and a stiff arm right there, but I wasn't able to shake him. Sutton wasn't able to get free like I wanted. Okay, yeah. All right, so we have all 3 timeouts left. I'm not going to go too lightning quick because I feel like I really got to take my time with Roethlisberger because despite the fact we're up, come on, catch that. Is that a catch? I couldn't tell. All right, Deontay Johnson did catch that one. For a second, I thought he dropped it at the last minute. And he got out of bounds too, so that's good. Might be looking for the tight end Smith here. Yeah, he definitely wasn't open. Coverage really by Cincinnati has been pretty airtight in this game. It's been really tough for me to just do what I want to do. Well, like I'm accustomed to doing whenever I play this game. Getting a challenge, guys. I should have known better. Smith-Schuster was like, he was triple covered in that situation. Quick slants right here.
They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete.
Hit as I threw it. Well, I don't think I'll be scoring it in the half. That stinks. Yeah, second half, if the score doesn't change, I'm definitely going to try to run more. There we go. Nice tackle on special teams by 42. I'm going to try to get Harris more involved in the second half. I should have been running it more with Najee. I said he was the answer, but then again, I kept passing on that last possession.
Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute to put a
come on, D.
At least get him in position to try a field goal.
Well, we were there, but he still caught it.
So I'm actually thinking bigger.
I think that's Higgins. Yeah, it's T. Higgins. Get pressure. Get penetration. Come on. Oh, my gosh. He's wide open. No. Oh, boy. Well, I think they're already in field goal range, so I think they're definitely going to... They got a good chance to go ahead and tie this thing up for sure.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Burrow throw. That's caught by his tight end.
Get him.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
And
the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10.
I'm okay to be up by 3 right now, but I don't think that's going to be sticking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
There you go. Make that tackle. There we go. He didn't get the first. And they're not going to burn a timeout here. Okay.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Okay, so they're going to try to probably score with the least amount of time left because they don't want to give us the ball back. I mean, that's fine. They're still down. Oh, that was a bad throw by Burrow. Definitely incomplete. Ooh, I thought he had him. I thought he had him beat. Dead right. 3rd and 2. I mean, they could run it here, but they're trying to be aggressive right here and get a touchdown in the half. I know they are. Oh, knocked away. Good defense. Is that TJ? I think that was TJ Watt. Great defense by Watt right there. Wow. Okay, so we got... Okay. Oh. 4th and 2, and they're going for it. Wow.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Come on, Burrow. Please don't run. Please don't run.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Knocked away. Incomplete. We get the ball back. Let's go.
And they turn it over.
Oh boy, that was a whew, my heart jumped in my throat. But we got the stop. Yeah, I thought about that blitz, man, but don't want to give up too much. There we go. Timeout. All right, we got 21 seconds left. I really want to try to score it in the half. But, no, coach. We got to be aggressive here. Okay, double post. Got to be aggressive.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger.
Wide open.
Almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw.
I should have seen 37 coming over the middle right there. He was waiting. He was waiting for that ball.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for
that's a bad decision. That was a terrible decision. Just trying to be aggressive here. Okay. All right, we're just going to run it and get to halftime. I don't want to throw an interception. The Bengals do have a timeout left, but hopefully this run takes up like 7 seconds. Well, it didn't, but with 2 seconds left, I don't think so. You know what?
So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say,
all right, with 2 seconds left, they have to, return this punt. I'm just going to kick this thing out of bounds to make sure that they don't have a chance at returning it. And I don't care how far it goes because the clock is already at 00. Or 000, I should say. Yeah, he wasn't going to return it. Okay.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal.
All right, I think the Steelers get the ball to start the second half, but I could be wrong.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling.
Go ahead and fast forward through this. Yes, we do get the ball to start the second half, so that's good. Okay. Matthews, I'm going to be incorporating some more running with your boy Najee Harris, because I think that might be our better bet. The reason I was passing a lot at the end of the half is because I was trying to be aggressive. I was trying to, trying to get some more points, even if it's just a field goal, but that didn't work. But I got to mix up the run more. Oh, good block. Oh, but I didn't follow the blocks right. I mean, I had good blocking, but I just didn't follow it the way I probably should have. All right, let's run some slants. See if we can get something to Schuster on the crossing route here. Or the slant route, whichever terminology you want to talk about. And again, I was kind of leading him into a crowd, so not exactly the best play call I could call in this situation.
There was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got him. Got Deontay Johnson for the first down. That's big. I just needed to get a first down. That's it. I just really needed to get a first. Really just had to keep the chains moving so we can get back to trying to establish the run a little bit. But I had to get that first. I thought that was huge. That could be huge when you look back at the how this game played out in the end, or how it could play. Oh, Harris got like tripped up by everybody. Let's go with the inside zone here with Harris, see if he can get more yardage.
So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Again, it's Harris on second.
There we go.
Down.
First down. First down by Harris. Cool. That's a big run. Big time run for Najee.
Oh, that's a very good run there by
Najee
Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter.
Ooh.
He can do it all.
I'm going to go with the dive.
Speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide.
Face mask, maybe? Looks like you got dragged down by the face mask.
Last in the league in rushing as a team.
No, it's holding on the offense.
They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Holding on Gentry, our tight end.
That time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run
well,
blocker,
that is not ideal at all.
And let go quickly.
Let's go stick.
The flag came out as a result.
Go stick here.
Following the hold, they're in a bit of a
stick.
hole here with a 1st and 20.
Stick. There we go. There you go, Deontay. Good juke. Juke him out of his shoes. There we go. Got some of those yards back. That's good. Cool. That's what I was looking for. I just had to find a way to get those yards back. That was good. That'll help. Quick blast right there with Mr. Harris. Breaks the tackle. There we go. Not much, but still gain a couple. There we go. Really want to get this first. I really want to get this first. Come on, Roethlisberger. Come on, Ben. Dang it!
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
I had him. I don't want to go for it right now. I want to go ahead and punt it.
So look at this.
Wait, field goal 60 yards. You know what?
He is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is
Let's try it.
60-yard attempt here. And this is good.
He got it.
Just enough to clear the crossbar.
Oh, Boswell. 60 yards. He got it. Wow.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective.
Oh my goodness, guys.
All things considered, not
wow.
a bad job on the defensive side.
I know it's just a field goal, but huge. Huge.
With that exchange, happy in quotes, of course.
Well, not too big, because they can still obviously take the lead if they go down the field and get a touchdown here, but got a chance.
Yeah, still bottom line though, 3 points.
Yeah, I didn't want to go for it on 4th down. That was going to be. I wasn't a fan of that. I don't know what Tomlin was thinking with suggesting that play. Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
Had a ton of success here so far, but
Boz is better than Tucker. Okay.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole
Looks like they're going to try to run with Mixon a little bit here. Oh, get him, Hayward. Well, he had him, but 93 finished the job.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Ooh, that was way off. On 3rd and inches, you pass it instead of run? Well, then again, I mean, whew. Well, that was big to get the Bengals to go 3 and out on that possession. Got to keep him at bay. Got to keep him at bay, guys. Still got a long game to go. We have over two and a half to go in the 3rd quarter still.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Strong flood.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
There we go. Got Najee Harris with a pass over the middle. That's pretty solid. 1st down. Let's keep Najee involved in the offense. Keep having him churn up some yardage. That's a strong run right there. He hasn't had a whole lot of room to run today, but he's had a couple of decent plays out there to keep the chains moving for us. With another run with Harris. Gentry in motion. Our backup tight end. And Harris got wrapped up pretty hard there. 3rd down and 3. Little quick slants here. See if we can get this first. This could be big. Oh my God. Oh, and I'm going to get a freaking grounding penalty. I should have known better than to do that.
If you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing.
That drive was not ideal. I was trying to build on what we have so far. Fumble that ball! Okay, he didn't fumble the ball. He doesn't want to fumble the ball.
They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Think you're too good to hold on to the ball, Hargraves? Okay, whatever. I'm just kidding. I have nothing against Hargraves. Nothing against him. Nothing against that man. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Sack him! Got him! Got another big-time sack from T.J. Watt. Big time. Yeah. There you go, T.J.
2nd and 20.
Well, that definitely helps out in the long run to get them off the field. Come on. I don't know who he was throwing to. There was like 2 guys in that area.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and we didn't do too much in that 3rd quarter other than drilling a 60-yard field goal. So we're up by 6 going into the 4th quarter. This is big. This game, like I said, going into it, could very well determine if the Steelers are going to make the playoffs. This is a divisional game. This is the team that is above us in the standings, and we really need to win this game in order to try to creep up into the playoff picture. All right. Well, of course, Azuma, the tight end, to get short of the 1st down, so we're off the field. This has definitely been a defensive, struggling, hitting, nasty, spitting kind of game. You know, an old classic. I guess you can call it a classic AFC North battle. All the teams in that division play pretty tough defense, and right now we've got a lot of tough defense going on. I mean, shoot, the only touchdown that we've had this game has been a defensive touchdown. We haven't scored on offense other than field goals this whole game. All right, hopefully we can change that with Harris. Get him going a little bit. I really want to kind of grind out some yardage and take some time off that clock. Just kind of really ball control, time of possession, take control. Oh, I thought he was going to go all the way on that one. Still a big run by Najee. Big time run. 77 yards on the day for Harris. There you go.
That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away.
Got to keep, maybe go with the mid-draw here, see if we can get Harris. Oh, well, they're kind of creeping up there. Let's go with a double slant. Audible double slant here. Oh, no. Okay, well, he caught it, but he was, you know. But their DB was all up in his grill. Let's go with some more slants here. I didn't like the way that mid-draw play was looking one play ago. It just looked like they were going to read it from the get-go. Although we got a good completion to Juju Smith-Schuster right there. He's inches short of the first, but that's cool. Go ahead and run it on 3rd and inches. And Najee gets the first down. That's a pretty big first down considering where we are in this game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given.
Okay, first down.
They've needed a big run, a first down. He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't
backup
matter
running back in there right now, Benny Snell.
They've got the confidence to keep handing it to
2nd
him
and 5.
keep picking up good yardage.
Let's go to counter here. Najee's back in the game. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of running here. We're trying to kind of just pound at him and just really take some time off that clock. And it's working with Harris. 89 yards.
Creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up.
Halfback guys here.
Third guy
In between the tackles actually seem to be pretty good right now against Cincinnati.
This game's over.
There we go. Good run. Down to the 3-yard line.
It's a good pickup.
I really would love to get in here. If we get in here and score, could essentially ice the game.
Harris.
Dive! And he's in for the touchdown. There we go. Najee Harris, you were the workhorse on that drive. You deserve the touchdown, sir. Well, that's a big-time touchdown.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend.
No, we're not going to go for 2. I'm going to go ahead and kick the extra point.
In 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on
there
the
we
first
go.
one. And the second time they put it all together.
All right. Got ourselves a nice 13-point lead. We have just over 2.5 minutes to go. The way our defense has played in the second half, though, has been excellent. Well, honestly, really since that first drive when the Bengals scored, defense has shut them out. They've done a good job. T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward, a lot of those guys have been getting home today and getting some big-time sacks. So that's been really the difference maker in this game for us, especially, you know, as we progress along. But the defense got to get a couple more stops. I think we got to get at least one more. We need to get at least one more stop. Get it! Oh, we got a pick! Let's go! Sutton!
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
Oh my goodness, that's the perfect thing we needed right there. And we got a pretty nice return. Wow, that was huge. Like I said, glad I took control of this game to start out.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that
big time.
ball. But remember, second year, as you know,
let's run the ball with Najee Harris and let's try to ice this game.
Feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard.
Yes, Sutton, he had a big-time interception right there, man. He's been doing work. I mean, he's on kickoff returns, he's on punt returns, and he's got himself a nice pick. That's a full day at the office for Sutton. Yeah, for me. All right, so at the 2-minute warning, time to wind down this clock and get back to Pittsburgh with the win. Big win. So winning this game, both of us are going to be 7-4. I don't know how much of an edge in the division this win really gives us, but this is definitely a game that we had to win in order to really give ourselves a chance in the playoffs moving forward. Not really sure why I passed it here, but we're already in field goal range. So we're just going to go ahead and kick a field goal and increase that lead to 16. So both teams are going to be 7-4 after this game, which is big. I'm going to have to take a look and see what the Browns did with their game this week. Unless they're on a bye week, I don't know what their schedule is really looking like. I don't really remember what it was like in real life during the season. So I'm going to have to take a look and see, you know, what the Browns did, and you know, also what the Ravens did too, because they may be at 4-6, but that's only at this time that we played this game 2 games behind us in the division. So
Burrow and the Bengals down by 16.
So we got to see what we're looking at here.
Their 5-game winning streak
here we go.
In the balance here.
Yeah, we win this game. We're on a 5-game winning streak. Well, actually, I don't think. Yeah, no, because we lost to the Chargers. I think they're talking about the Bengals. Bengals must be on a 5-game winning streak too. So this is big, especially considering the fact that we lost to the Chargers, who were 2-7. Now, that looked like it might have been pass interference, but they didn't call it. I'm a little surprised they didn't call it. My guy was kind of hugging him right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10.
So now 3rd down and 10. It is 4-down territory for Cincinnati, so I fully expect him to go for it here. And we get another pick. All right, this game is definitely over now. That was Witherspoon. Man, Witherspoon has been putting in work too. He had the fumble recovery for the touchdown, and he gets an interception, which essentially ices the game. Which ices it. Bengals still have 2 timeouts left, though. So. This game is...
that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7.
Trying to make them use their final timeouts. And get out of here with the win. And then we'll check and see how everybody else is doing in the division. This defense on fire. Yeah, dude, it is totally on fire. This second half, they really stepped up to the plate. They really stepped up. Well, they really stepped up all game because they were the ones who got us on the board in the very beginning of this game. So that was huge. 3rd and 5. We are not passing it. We're in single back. We're going to run the ball 26 duo. We're not going to pass the ball when the game is won. It's 3rd down. We're going to run it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. I don't care that we didn't get the first, Tomlin. I don't care if it's 4th down and 2.
It'll be a gain of 4.
They have no more timeouts left. Game's over. We're probably going to have enough time to kick a field goal to win it. Nah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and kick a field goal. 28-yarder,
so
something like.
He's been a busy man.
I'm gonna let the clock run down a little bit. Let me take a sip of my drink here. For those of y'all that are curious what the drink is, it's Big Red. Now in Texas, Big Red is a big drink. I don't know if they sell it outside of Texas, but it's a pretty good soda. It's really smooth. Although a lot of people don't like it because they say it tastes like bubble gum. I'll admit it, but it's still pretty good. Living down here in Texas, there's always a saying that goes around Big Red and barbacoa. And barbacoa is a really good Mexican meat. You put it in tacos. It's really, really good. Being a Southern guy, I love tacos, Mexican food, and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. It's really delicious. And Big Red usually complements Mexican food very well. Matter of fact, that's probably what I'm going to have tonight. I don't know where I'm going to get it from. That's probably what I'm going to eat tonight for dinner. And just kind of chill out and then get ready for work tomorrow. Although I don't go into work until 2 o'clock tomorrow, so I think that'll actually be, I'm not too worried about not being arrested. And we get another pick. I'm not going to return that. Let's just end this game. Let's end this game. We've gotten 3 consecutive picks. Oh, man. Burrow is just flat out throwing the ball to us at this point. I'm pretty certain the game is just, conceded the win, basically. 21 seconds left. Let's take a knee with Roethlisberger and let's finish the game. His final game facing the Cincinnati Bengals, and we get the win. Let's climb up to 7-4 overall.
You keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Big time win. Big time win. Definitely a win that the Steelers needed because at this point, every divisional game is going to be pretty important.
They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
This was definitely a big time win. Big time win for Roethlisberger and everybody. Defense really stepped it up. We got 3 picks. Fumble recovery for a touchdown. Only offensive touchdown we had was from Najee Harris on a running play. But that's it. I think
they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap up this game. Whew. Big time win. We're trying to get Roethlisberger this ring, and if it takes playing some regular season games in order to do it and this live stream goes on for a little while, so be it. wanted to start it, in the afternoon just in case it did drag on a little bit. So that way tonight I got time to do other stuff that I want to do tonight before I get ready for work. Let's go ahead and upgrade Najee. After he had a fantastic game, he deserves some upgrades. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out the playoff picture. I don't think we're in it. Actually, oh my goodness, we are. So that win was huge. Launched us past, so that win was huge. Gives us the same record as the Bengals. Oh my goodness. We've got look at this, 3 teams in the AFC North are in the playoff picture right now. If the season ended today, this is what the playoff picture would look like. We have 3 AFC North teams playing in the playoffs. That is crazy if you ask me. The Browns are still probably definitely going to win the division. I don't think there's any question about that at this point of the season, what it's looking like. So let's go ahead and can't really manage stat. We don't have any, skill points to spend. So now we've got the Ravens. The Ravens are 4-7. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings in the AFC North and the rest of the NFL and see what we're looking like. I'd have to imagine, yes. So we have launched into the 5th, into being, I think it looks like the 5th best team in the NFL. We've jumped over the Titans and the Bills, who were ahead of us the last couple of weeks. So the Steelers are 7-4. Bengals are 7-4. They're still ahead of us in the division because they probably had a better divisional record than us, but we'll take that. Let's take a look at the AFC North. Browns are still number 1. Bengals are still so no seeding, so no position has changed in the division. The only difference is that now we have the same record as the Steelers, and we're 1-1 against the Bengals. Because we were 0-2 against the Bengals, that I feel like that essentially would have ended our season. So, now we're in week 13. We've got the Ravens on deck. They're 4-7. We have a little bit better overall than them in some areas. And then as far as the rest of the season, then we've got the Vikings, then we've got Tennessee, and then we've got Kansas City. So we've got still quite a few games left to go. Obviously, I'd love to play every game down the stretch of the season, but I did say I want to do a lot of simulation. Praying that we beat the Ravens. Come on. I gave y'all some momentum in that Bengals game. Hopefully the Steelers took care of business. Did we take care of business? We did. Beat the Baltimore Ravens, and now we are 8-4. Huge, huge divisional win. Let's go ahead and upgrade our players. We'll take a look at the division standings after this week. We'll see what we can do. Going to go ahead and give Scobert more of these upgrades here. Staff points have already been. Oh yeah, I forgot. I turned that to auto to let the skill points go to the staff automatically. I forgot about that. Okay, so the Vikings are 5-7. Let's go ahead and take a look at those standings and see what we're looking like. I'm going to keep checking out the standings every week because everything in the division, especially with us in Cincinnati, is so deadlocked right now that we basically have to keep tabs on everybody. Second place in the division. So the Bengals lost to whoever they played last week, giving us the 2nd seed in the AFC North. So we are 2nd in our division now at 8-4. The Browns are 9-3. They're starting to slip up a little bit. We're only 1 game behind Cleveland. So maybe we have a chance. We do play the Browns, I think, in week... Yes, we play the Browns in week 17, which is the second to last game of the season. But let me take a look at the playoff picture really quick because I still think that we are, yes, we're still in it. We climbed up from being the 6th seed to the 5 seed, so we'd be playing the Patriots if the season ended today. Good thing is that we are still very much in the playoff picture with obviously quite a few games to go still. But really want to take care of business. Okay, we got the Vikings. Praying for another win, guys. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we beat the Vikings. Come on, guys. We beat the Vikings. Wow. Another big win. Another big win. Go ahead and upgrade our Gentry, our tight end. All right, let's see what else we've got here. So let's take a look at the playoff picture again. I can't imagine that anything really changed too much this week. Wow. We're the number 2 seed. The Browns must have lost this week because we won, we vaulted them in the division. But I have to take a look at this. Let me take a look. I think that means that we must be first place in the AFC North. We must be first place in the division. We are. Steelers are 9-4. Well, so are the Browns. But maybe because we have a better divisional record than them, we're higher in the division. Okay, so the good thing is that it looks like, let me go to the rest of the AFC because I want to see what other teams are possibly battling for that wild card spot too. Because right now we might be leading the division, but because us and the Browns are deadlocked at this point, now it's about who's going to win the division. So I didn't think we were going to have a chance to win the division when we were 3-3, but now, since we've been at 500, we have really, we've only lost one game during the stretch of the middle of the season. So the Colts, shockingly, with Carson Wentz at quarterback, oh my goodness, the Colts are 10-3 with Carson Wentz. Steelers are 9-4, Broncos 9-4. But what teams? So the Browns are the 4th seed in the playoffs. We're number 4 in the division. I feel like we still can't slip up because everything is so gridlocked in the AFC in general. So we can't let up. But we do have the Titans up next in Week 15, and they are 7-6. They do have Derrick Henry in there. He's not injured. Praying for another win because if we slip up, it could be it could spell trouble. Could spell no playoffs. But let's see what happens, guys. We beat the Titans. Wow. So now the Steelers are 10-4. Wow, unbelievable, guys. Can't believe that. Can't believe the Steelers have managed to go on this run with most of it being me simulating through the season. And it doesn't look like we've had any serious injuries. Oh, okay. Well, we have somebody returning from injury. Looks like McLeod. Yeah, Ray McLeod's returning from injury, but I mean he's our 4th-string receiver. He's good though, but he's an important key of the receiving core, but still. And it looks like Gentry has been banged up, but he's returning from injury. So yeah, and despite all the injury situations that we've had, we've managed to still win games, and most of it has been through simulation. But we have to end the season we have 2 divisional games after we play the Chiefs this week, and they're of course 9-5. The Chiefs are a perennial playoff team. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. I don't think our seeding would change. No, we're still the number 2 seed. The Browns are still where they are. So I think Cincinnati is basically out of the playoffs. Excuse me. Let's take a look at the standings again. Let's see what Cincinnati is looking like. Ravens, not worried about them. We do play them in our final game of the regular season, but I don't think they're really even going to be. But I think they're going to just be they're just a non-factor at this point. So we are 10-4, just like the Broncos. Broncos are 10-4. That's impressive. That's better than real life. Patrick Peterson must be the real deal up there. No, not Patrick Peterson. Patrick Surtain II, excuse me. Browns are 9-5. Chiefs are also 9-5. Well, I'm still going to simulate the game against the Chiefs and see what happens. If we lose, we may lose our grip on winning the division, but I don't think we would lose our grip on being a playoff team, at least a wild card team. So let's see what happens. Man, middle of the season, I thought about the Browns were going to sure out win the division, but they've kind of fallen off a little bit. Well, we did lose to the Chiefs, like I kind of thought would happen, and let's see what kind of damage that did. Upgrade Mason Rudolph. Is Big Ben hurt? Big Ben hurt. Let's see. Returning from injury. Chase Claypool is returning from injury. Okay. Oh yeah, because Claypool he's been out for several weeks. We didn't get to play with him against the Bengals, which could have helped. So Chase Claypool is back in the lineup. He's healthy again. I didn't want to IR him because I knew he'd be back in time for the playoffs, at least by week 17. Who else is returning from injury? Vinny Curry. Yeah, I forgot we signed Vinny Curry. Yeah, he's returning from injury, so that's good. Help out on the defensive line a little bit. Let's see. Let me check out the injury report here. Is Big Ben hurt? No, Roethlisberger's not hurt. I don't know why we had to. I don't know. They told us to upgrade Mason Rudolph. Usually that happens if a backup quarterback went in and he played decently enough to get an upgrade, and because the starter got hurt. Okay, let me check out the playoff picture. Let me see if we dropped. I have a feeling that we might have. We have a better record than the Browns. Yeah, we do. Okay, so the only thing is that because the Chiefs beat us head-to-head, they're the number 2 seed and we're the 3rd seed. However, the Browns still have a worse record than they do. They're 9-6. We're 10-5. So, in the end, losing to the Chiefs didn't really hurt us. We're still in the playoffs for sure. We're the favorites right now to win our division. We would, of course, be a wild card team still, but we would be hosting the Browns. We'd be hosting the Browns actually in a wild card game, which would be pretty crazy to start out the playoffs. But so yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and advance past Browns week and let's see what happens next. See if we beat the Browns. We beat the Cleveland Browns. And now we're going into our final regular season game against the 7-9 Ravens. Even if we lose this game, I don't really think anything would really change too much overall in the standings. But let's take a look and see what else we have going on here. Okay, let's check out the playoff picture, of course, heading into the final week of the season, see what our bet is. Okay, so we actually managed, because I guess maybe the Chiefs lost. We're back in the number 2. We're back as the number 2 seed in the AFC for the playoff picture. If the season ended today, we'd be playing the Browns in the wild card game. We would have, and then we would have to play Indianapolis, and then the winner would play Indianapolis next week. Wow. Whew. Still glad I took over that Bengals game because I think that was a turning point of the season. It really launched the team and really got everybody just playing better. Got a player returning from injury. Who's this? Is it Gentry again? Man, Gentry's been banged up like all season. No, that's McGlinchey. Yeah, our right tackle who we traded for. So he's finally going to be back in the lineup. That is another thing. We have gotten quite a few players like Chase Claypool and Vinny Curry who are returning from injury. So that's really helped us out going down the stretch of this season. Let's go ahead and advance past this week against the Ravens. This game really doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure that we're going to win the division, especially if we beat the Ravens. So, unfortunately, we lost to the Ravens. We might have not played a bunch of our starters. Who knows? But let's go ahead and upgrade our players. One player was upgraded. Okay, well, I think... So, we are definitely in the wild card playoffs. And we're playing against Jacksonville. Surprisingly, we're playing against Jacksonville in the wild card game. So how about that? Well, so after streaming, as long as I have been streaming, I've managed to get the Steelers into the playoffs, even though they got to the playoffs in real life this season. But now, it's about trying to get Big Ben that trophy. And it starts against Jacksonville. And Trevor Lawrence. We got Trevor Lawrence coming to our building. I guess Urban Meyer hasn't been fired. Talk about only in Madden can the Jacksonville Jaguars be 10-7 with a head coach who's having a blonde bombshell dance on him at a club after a loss. Awesome. Well, here we are. It's playoff time. We're in the wild card round. We've got the Steelers and Big Ben in what could be his final game at Heinz Field because we're hosting this game, playing a wild card game. How about this? And we get the ball first to start out this game. Out here at Heinz Field, it's nighttime, it's cold. This is Steeler weather. There we go. Yeah, Urban Meyer is definitely a joke, man. Here we go. I got a feeling this is going to be Big Ben's last game at Heinz Field because if we win this game, we're going to go play Indianapolis, and we're more than likely going to be playing in at Lucas Oil Stadium. There we go. Chase Claypool is, not Chase Claypool. Najee Harris is going to get some good work. Yep, those are all the players that we have out for the season. So despite all of these injuries, despite all of the tough trials and tribulations this team has been through all season, we're in the playoffs. We have a home playoff game. We're taking on the Jaguars to try to get some revenge for what happened in 2007, I believe. Because I think in 2007, that was the David Garrard game. Actually, no. I think the Steelers won that game. Or did they? I can't remember. All I know is that the Steelers have played the Jaguars a couple times in the playoffs. Did he catch that? He did. Perfect. Deontay Johnson with the catch. There we go. They're not reviewing it. No challenge flags being thrown on the field. Najee Harris, you are wide open coming out of the backfield, sir. Oh, get off me, he says. There you go, Najee. We got one of their guys hurt. That's not good for the Jags. 2nd down and 1.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go
1st down for Najee.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football.
Z-spot.
Every back in the league is supposed to do exactly
Actually,
what we just saw there.
it's audible to this play. See if I can get Claypool a little warmed up here. There we go. There you go, Chase. Oh, juke him out of his shoes. There we go, Chase. There we go. Down to the 5-yard line. I'll tell you what, in the future, more than likely, I know that Mason Rudolph is going to take over the reins as the Steelers quarterback. But I feel like that even though he's going to be taking over as the reins, Mason Rudolph is going to have a good cast of characters to work with, because I don't really know how Steeler fans are starting to feel about Juju Smith-Schuster, because it seems like Deontay Johnson really took over as the leading receiver this year. But, still, and then again, you have a guy like Deontay Johnson coming back, next year for sure. You've got Chase Claypool. You've got, you got a decent tight end, and Eric Ebron, who may come back next season from injury, unless he's a free agent, and I completely forgot about that. And you got Freiermuth. So Mason Rudolph is going to have a good cast of players to work with. And, of course, you just drafted Najee Harris last year. He's going to be better in his 2nd season. So even though Roethlisberger's retiring, I don't really know how you feel about, the future of the Steelers moving forward, Matthias. But I got a feeling that you guys are going to be okay for the near future. I know that I've heard from a lot of Steeler fans, and believe me, I got some friends that are big-time Steeler fans. They're not from Pittsburgh, but they just love the Steelers so much. They like rooting for a good winning franchise. But, I know a lot of people are skeptical about Mason Rudolph in the future. But, look, I went to Texas Tech. That's in the Big 12. That's the same conference that Mason Rudolph played in when he was at Oklahoma State. So, I have a feeling that Mason Rudolph is capable of good things. But it remains to be seen. I see you're talking about Derek Carr. Hey, it could happen. Who knows if the Raiders are going to be giving him any kind of money. There we go. Decent defense right there from 93. I don't know that guy's name. I think his name's Wright or something. He made a couple of good plays for me against the Bengals in the last game that I played. 2nd down and 10 here. Trevor Lawrence, what are you going to do, rookie? What are you going to do, rookie? There we go. Get him down. Welcome to the playoffs, Trevor Lawrence. You don't see Rudolph as a good option? Yeah, I can believe that, man. Like I said, I've talked to, you know, Steeler fans, and I know a few of them that are just really skeptical about him, and they don't really think that he's going to be a good option moving forward. I'm just glad his head's still okay after Myles Garrett used his helmet to hit him in the head. I remember watching that play. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on that Thursday night game. I couldn't believe that this man literally took a helmet and used it as a weapon. I wonder if he was... Myles Garrett must have been so pissed he was like, oh, the perfect weapon. Bam! In the head. Everybody says that, like, Rudolph deserved it because he kept trash-talking with Garrett, but it's like, dude, you don't grab a man's helmet and use it as a weapon. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Myles Garrett. It's like all my Texas Tech Red Raider fans say, never trust an Aggie. And that's what Myles Garrett is. He's a Texas A&M Aggie. And that's a huge run by Najee Harris right there.
57 yards rushing for him already.
Big run by Najee. Man, we're going right up and down this field against Jacksonville. I'm having an easier time against these Jaguars than I was the Bengals. It's really been mostly Najee Harris getting work done here. Let me go with a quick slant here. See if Johnson can get open. There we go. He's all... Oh! Oh, somebody still caught it. Wait, did they? No, they didn't. Oh my God, that would have been so awesome. The ball was like floating in the air for like 50 years. And I was like, oh, the guy that came over is going to catch it. Let's go back to Johnson here. Roethlisberger got his last throw, but not that time. We get the slant pass to Deontay Johnson. He just alley-ooped it to himself. Love the celebration, Johnson. Love the celebration, my man. Wait, they're reviewing it? He had both feet in, Rev. Come on. Oh, don't tell me that. He had 2 feet in. Because he had possession, like, right there. He's in. That's a touchdown. Come on, give it to my man. Give it to my man, Deontay. Give it to Johnson. Yep, touchdown will stand. Just like I thought. Thank you, Mr. Official.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will start a touchdown after the video review. So they have
as quickly as these Jaguars got into the playoffs, the quicker we can get them sent the heck out of here, right? Time to show Trevor Lawrence what the NFL playoffs are all about. Especially in this cold weather. Like, Mr. Lawrence, you're not playing in Florida weather anymore with the palm trees and the sunshine and all that. No, you're in the cold. Just like that banner always says that, you know, they hang up at the Steeler games. You are in Steeler country, and that is where you are. We're doing business here at Heinz Field tonight. Quick 14-0 lead before they can even blink.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
There we go. Trying to hit us with a little bit of a reverse play. Nah, that's not going to work. We're too much of an experienced defense to fall for something like that as a big play. All right, here we go, D. And that's the end of the first quarter. And we already got a nice 14-0 cushion. Really playing well in this first quarter, but we got to keep this up.
Operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let the Jaguars know that we mean business, and we're not here to lose at our own stadium. Oh, did he get stopped short? I don't think he did. Oh, he did. It's 3rd and inches. Well, still, it's 3rd and inches. Let's get that blitz. Here we go. Sack on Trevor Lawrence. Perfect call. Sending 95 up the middle right there for the sack. Wormley coming up with a big play, getting a sack on Trevor Lawrence. And now we're going to force them to give the ball back to us once again.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Flag? What are you calling? Woo, hit him with the spin. What was the flag for? Illegal block in the back on the return team on Schobert.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return,
well, that's
which
not
is 10
good.
yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back.
Let's get Najee Harris going. Oh, thought I could juke out that guy, but I couldn't. Try to use a little bit of power there. Didn't quite work. Halfback space. Trying to keep him honest with a running game a little bit here.
I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
There we go. Najee. Good run. Oh, was it coming back? Come on. Another penalty. Man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught.
Gotta do better than that.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good.
Second and 3.
Only people celebrating.
At least that didn't drag us too far behind the markers.
Gonna get it again on second down.
Did he get it? I'm going to stop inches short of the marker. No, he wasn't. Najee got the first down. Good job, Najee. They used to be right to tell me to run the football more in the last game. Even though it's like a game, later, it's still a better idea because right now throwing the football isn't exactly working too well with Roethlisberger being a 74 overall quarterback. I mean, at a rating like that, basically, I wonder if Roethlisberger looked at his rating in Madden for what it was at the end of the season and said, you know what, it's time for me to retire. I'm not going to be an 80 overall QB anymore. Might as well just go home. Just kidding. Just kidding, man. Gotta be honest, man, so I haven't really revealed who my favorite team is. I'm actually a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, but I love to do other, but I love to play with other teams on Madden. I really do, and I love to do scenarios like this, because I feel like, the way that Madden is with the franchise mode, 'cause I'm a big franchise guy. Oh, we just got a big run right there. Juke him out, break that tackle. There we go, down to the 3. I love to do like scenarios and everything like that, and I know that in the franchise mode they have like this whole scenario, like these dynamic cutscenes and whatnot, but it's still never the same as what NBA 2K is going to be. As far as the cutscenes, getting actual player voices in the game, it's just not the same, and it'll never be the same because EA Sports is just lazy with their quality of product they put out every year. But it's the only licensed football video game that exists on the market, so I'm playing right into their hand. I think everybody is with Madden. But you know what? It's not all bad. Oh, second down. That was probably not the best route to run, but I only gained 1 yard on the play.
Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field.
But hey, this is a storyline. It turns out to be Ben Roethlisberger's final season. I'm trying to create his good final season. Is he in? Yes! There you go, Juju. About time we got you more involved, Juju. About time.
And the Steelers continue to shoot.
Is that a new dance for your TikTok, or what is that? What is that? The extra point is up and good, and we are up 21-0 on these Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is over by halftime, essentially.
It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out
if this continues, if Jacksonville doesn't do anything on their final possession, I might super sim the second half, just so we can kind of wrap this up and get to the next round of the playoffs. To kind of speed the stream along, if you know what I mean. Because playing games in this mode obviously takes up time in the stream. Well, then again, if Jacksonville keeps doing plays like that, then we may be in trouble. But still. But I'll see at halftime what we're looking like, and I might just decide to super sim the second half. See what happens. Come on. Get in there, guys. No, we didn't sack him. Lawrence actually gained a yard, I think. 2 yards.
2 minutes to play here.
Lawrence isn't really a mobile guy, but he's trying to be mobile in this game. It's like, Lawrence, you think you're Johnny Manziel or something? Scrambling back there. Shoot, you know, the Steelers are used to a scrambling quarterback who just failed out in the NFL. They played against Johnny Manziel for two years in a row. They had that guy playing against them. Roughing the passer? Ref, come on.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right?
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of penalties in this game. It's not really slowing us down, but still, the flags are out in full force tonight.
Looks like an extra step was involved.
Really not a fan of that.
10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow.
Really, Brandon Gotten, do you really want snow? I don't know if you do.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him.
All right, now it's 3rd down and 10. We got to make a play here. Get Jacksonville off this field and really just kind of show them that. Oh, we got a pick! Schubert with the pick, and he's going all the way. High step on him like Dion. Let's go Steelers! Start waving those terrible towels, fans. Wave them proud. We're doing work here in the wild card playoffs against the Jaguars at home.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about
okay, so like at 28-0, let's go ahead and see if I can try to like super sim the rest of this game. Call timeout. No, I don't want to quit. Options. Can I? Let me see. Let me see what happens here.
25 is Mickens will not return it.
Can I sim? Okay, super sim. Let's go. Let's super sim it. Jump forward. Let's go and advance to the end of the game. We're up 28-0. Well, Jacksonville's got a couple of points, but we got a field goal. Well, it's a 14-point game now. But we held on to win. Jacksonville got a lot of points at the end, but empty calories, as Shannon Sharp would say. So we win the game 38-24. Take care of business here in the wild card round. And we are going to the divisional round, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. And I think we're going to be facing off against them in Indianapolis. So I was able to do what the Steelers were not able to do in their wild card game in real life when they went up to Kansas City. Took care of business in the wild card round. And Ben Roethlisberger's, what is his final game at Heinz Field, goes out on top with the win. Quite frankly, if I'm a Steelers fan and that was the end of the result at the end of the season, even if there's no championship, I think you could kind of enjoy that, especially if you were able to attend this game, even though it's a fake game, essentially. But if you were able to attend that game, you'd be able to say, hey, I watched Ben Roethlisberger play his last game ever. Being a diehard Steeler fan, I think that'd be a pretty cool story to tell, your children and everything like that. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket. Let's see who is going on and who is going home. The Browns are going home. So the Browns got knocked out by the Chiefs 42-27. And actually, we are not playing the Indianapolis Colts. We are playing Kansas City again. So this would make this, well, basically the virtual rematch, I suppose, because in real life, this was what happened in the playoffs. Except, of course, the Chiefs were the higher seed, so the Steelers had to go play in Arrowhead. So, of course, we took care of business against Jacksonville. The Broncos beat the Bills. So the Broncos and the Colts are playing in the divisional round, and we are facing off against Kansas City in the divisional round. And it looks like that actually we are going to have to go up to Kansas City to face them. So the difference is that we're playing the Chiefs in the divisional round, not the wild card round. Now, I'm a diehard Patrick Mahomes fan because he went to Texas Tech just like I did. I love you, Mahomes, but we got to take care of business. If we get ahead of the Chiefs by a lot of points, I'm going to do the same thing I did in Super Summit, but got to take care of business. Got the Kansas City Chiefs on deck, the defending AFC champions, trying to right the wrong of what was truly Ben Roethlisberger's last game in real life. Wild card round, going to Kansas City to play them. Except this time we're in the divisional round. But we didn't come to Arrowhead to take any L's. We did not come to Arrowhead to take any L's here. And how about this? We are playing in the snow. Perfect football weather. Perfect football weather. Took care of the Jaguars. Now it's time to take care of the Chiefs. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, stand up and cheer. Steelers are in the divisional round with Ben Roethlisberger in his last ride, here to do work in Arrowhead against Kansas City. Here to show the defending AFC champions that we didn't come here to lose. Awesome. All right, well, here we go. Got Patrick Mahomes coming on the field. This is a big game for him, big game for the Chiefs to try to get to that Super Bowl. I mean, they're trying to get that other ring as well after getting dominated by Tampa Bay last year. But we got something for them, and that is defense. First play of the game, and we get a monster sack with Cameron Hayward coming off the edge. Sack lunch. Yes, sirree. Let's go. Yeah, set the tone for sure, Gotten. All right, Hayward, come on. Get off the edge. There we go. Okay, we'll just tackle Clyde Edwards-Helaire after a decent run. Awesome. For the first defensive drive of the game, this is huge for our confidence in this one. Taking care of a lot of business here. Come on. Pickett! Still knocked it away. Good defense, though. Good defense by Weatherspoon. 4th and 20. Forcing the Chiefs to punt on their first possession. How about that? Well, the sack was the big difference. That sack was huge. We gave us an advantage. Here we go. Make him miss. Make him miss, Sutton. There we go. Here we go with Roethlisberger, divisional round. Let's get it.
Roethlisberger out onto the field, ready to lead the Steeler offense. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10.
Jason Hernandez, hi. Hey, what's up, man?
They'll try and start this drive in the
Come on, first down. Here we go, Claypool.
Claypool on the receiving end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Hope everybody in this chat is having a great time checking it out. I greatly appreciate all the views, all the comments, and everything like that, and all the likes. Really do. Really appreciate it, guys. It's been a while since I've done gaming live streaming. For those of y'all that want to check out my other videos, it is more work-related content. I really was trying to have the channel switch to that, but you know what? Ultimately, I couldn't just completely get rid of the gaming niche that is in me. It's been almost a year since I've done any gaming live streams. I did one a few days ago with an Atlanta Falcons rebuild. I might continue that, but I mean, I was having problems with the way that the game file wasn't saving. Like, I was doing it online, and I kept losing connection to the EA servers. So eventually I just said, nah, I'll just shut it down for the night and try again later. Deontay Johnson with a nice catch over the middle. Good route. With the inside zone here for Najee Harris. With it snowing here in Kansas City, this might be good weather to start running the ball a little bit. We don't have the bus, but we got another decent running back in Najee.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Flag?
Hopefully it's not holding. But multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Claypool caught that for the touchdown, but I don't know what the flag was for. And pass interference on the defense. So we're going to decline it, and we're going to take the touchdown because Claypool scored. First drive of the game. We go down the field and score. Chase Claypool with a touchdown catch from Roethlisberger. Let's go.
makes the
We're
score
already doing work
7-0.
up here in Kansas City. Already doing work here in the divisional round against those Chiefs.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
Oh, there's the Pringle, man. I
And
think it's Byron
past
Pringle.
the 20
Yeah, he
to
works
the
13.
22-yard line.
Well, I know Mahomes isn't going to lay down, so you got to be ready to come back on
KC
defense and
offense
be
out of the
aggressive.
huddle, ready for their next
Fortunately,
drive.
this game has been,
They're forced
these
to
last
play
2 games have been a
catch-up
lot
early in
easier
this
because a lot of the
division
players
round
have
game
come
as
back
they
healthy.
search
We've
for
had
a
a
seat in the
boatload of
AFC
injuries.
Championship.
And we get a pick.
That's going to be intercepted.
Let's go.
Sean Jones.
How about
And the
this?
return this time.
Doing work on
Down to
Mahomes here in the
42-yard
playoffs.
line. What a start
Big time
defensively.
interception.
Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
Shoot, just like the Jacksonville game, we may be able to put this one away by halftime. I don't know. I'm not going to count my chickens just yet, but, you know, it's looking pretty good right now for us. Pretty good for the Steelers. Trying to get to that AFC Championship game.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think?
No, we're about a couple, maybe a yard and a half short. Well, 3rd and inches.
Because you know me, I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Come on.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
Easy first down pickup by Najee. He's running through everybody. Running through everybody.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Claypool couldn't hang on.
Backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Off that
Roethlisberger.
touchdown. Chase Claypool in there again for the score. Let's go, Steelers.
And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, just like the Jacksonville game, it's playing out the same way. Up 14-0 before they can even break a sweat.
And it's now 14-0.
We're not in Super Sim territory just yet, trust me. I really want to see what the Chiefs do on this next possession.
Touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
Get him down, get him down. There we
He
go.
brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent.
Pick again? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, Mahomes! This is unbelievable. Oh my goodness, this is becoming a rout early. Pick 6? Man.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well.
Man, we are already up 21-0 in Kansas City's house in the divisional round. This is great. One step closer to getting Big Ben that ring. Getting Big Ben one more ring in his final NFL season, his last Madden.
Taken in at the 3.
Ooh! You tried to go up and over, Pringle? Not a good idea, man.
Pass there, call it the 26.
Not a good idea at all.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike.
There we go. Get that tackle. There we
See if
go.
they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and
3rd
it
and
leaves
3.
them with a 3rd and 3.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Already up 21-0.
Our score after 1.
Come on, get there.
They'll try to run for it.
Ooh! Oh, but he got the first.
Down, but he winds up taking
Hit
a
stick
pretty
him,
good
but
shot
he's a
that
couple
time.
yards too late.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one
there we go.
by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 7 yards, the pick up there. Looking to throw again on second down.
Get that tackle, guys. Come on.
Taking it across midfield.
Well, they're kind of mounting a drive here to start out the second quarter. And again, I mean, I'll tell you what, this is a decent response after getting punched in the mouth and being down by 21 early in their house. I'll give the Chiefs credit where credit's due. I don't know.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelce.
There we go. TJ Watt with a nice tackle right there.
Contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense
there we go, mate.
stayed in great
55.
communication. And as he dragged across
big hit right there.
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They
there we go.
give. Now Mahomes.
Come on, get there. Oh, man, Tyreek Hill wide open down the seam, down to the 3-yard line. Well, looks like the Chiefs have finally woken up.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Yeah, big time.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Come on, guys, somebody get in there and make the sack. There we go, we got him. That's the worst thing Mahomes could have done in that situation. Just throw that ball away. Second down and goal.
Time for his second sack of the evening. First down, a bit of a disaster.
Hayward's been doing work in that backfield for us tonight. Oh, we got the spin move. Oh, there we go. Make that tackle. Third and goal. And from the 14-yard line, that's a long way to try to go to get this.
Throwing now is
whoa.
Mahomes.
Guy I was controlling got thrown back. That doesn't matter. He's not going to get in for the touchdown. Gained 8 yards, but makes the field goal a little bit more manageable.
But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
All right, well, they had a decent drive on us. It's their only decent drive they've had so far in this game, but definitely nothing too crazy. We're still up 18 points. Dominic, the football fan? Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for checking out the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Got a good return there by Sutton.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for.
I'm going to go ahead and run the ball with Najee here, see if we can get down the field and get into the touchdown. If we score on this possession, I might consider super simming the rest of this game, but I just want to see, because we've already jumped out to a pretty big lead. Oh, Dominic, thanks for the subscription, man. Appreciate the subscription to the channel. Love it, man.
If they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a
2-minute warning here.
At the stadium because
it's actually a good time to pull up my phone and check out some other things. There have been some emails and texts and whatnot.
This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Sorry, y'all. Continuing. I want to score one more time to end the half. Really just start to bury them. Really bury the Chiefs. Really make it tough on them to come back. That's what I love to do in every football game. Every team should just want to jump on a team early and just, make them think that, yeah, we don't have a plan for these guys. Really make them question, can we really even do anything? And the answer, maybe no. Gentry.
Now Roethlisberger.
Oh, well, linebacker was lurking. He was ready for that pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger.
There we go. Slant pattern with Deontay Johnson down inside the 2. Let's go ahead and call a timeout.
First of their 3 timeouts. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up.
Try running the ball with Najee a couple of plays in a row. We have time. Come on, Najee.
Stop short.
He's down at the 1-yard line. Yeah, I'm not going to take a time. I'm going to let the clock run just a little bit.
Second and goal from the 1.
I don't want to give the Chiefs a whole lot of time to go back down the field and possibly score to end the half. So, really trying to, put some nails in the coffin early. If you guys catch my drift. Second with 10 seconds. Oh, hurdles him and gets into the end zone for 6.
He is in.
Najee Harris with another postseason score.
And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point put through.
Crowd has gone silent.
And the route is on here in this first half.
The route is definitely on.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end
Well,
zone.
yesterday I did watch a documentary on the Bills-Oilers comeback game in 1992, and this score is looking very similar to the one. As a matter of fact, it is the exact score that game was at halftime. Although, we're not Houston, and last I checked, I don't think Kansas City is Buffalo, at least the early 90s Buffalo Bills. But got to maintain our composure here. And they're getting a couple of completions, but they really needed a touchdown on that last possession they had. Settling for field goals at this point, if you're Kansas City and Andy Reid, is just unacceptable. You can't settle for any field goals right now for the rest of the game. He almost got the sack there, but he was able to dump it off to the fullback. But Mr. Watt is there for the tackle.
And it'll make it a second down.
Come on, guys.
And again, it's Mahomes. This one into the
There we go.
hands of Burton.
Yeah, he got the first, but he made the tackle. Mahomes moved the ball okay on the last couple of possessions, but field goals won't help. They need a touchdown like right here, or else I'm super simming the rest of this thing.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go ahead. We got 10 seconds left. They're taking a field goal?
They try to get 3 before half.
Well, like I said, even if he makes it, I don't think that'll really help.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision. I want to see how short this ended up. I mean, Butker's got range, but he doesn't have that range. Yeah, it was well short. Let's run the ball and get to halftime. And more than likely at this point of the game, I'm going to super send it and see what happens.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4
Cool.
at second down.
Awesome.
So it's there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter.
All right, let's go ahead and super sim the rest of this game, and let's see what happens. Jump forward. You know what? Let's go to the next quarter first. Instead of simming the whole game like I did last time, let's just go to the next quarter. Wow, Kansas City's not even putting up a fight. Yeah, this game is over. Simming to the end of the game. Wow. So, we came into Kansas City and just dominated the Chiefs. From the get-go, from the word go, just dominated them. Steelers are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Got a feeling it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts, but we'll see. We're going to go up against Carson Wentz. How did he lead his team to the playoffs, much less the Colts? How did he lead the Colts to the playoffs? That's going to be one of the greatest ultimate mysteries in this entire live stream. It's unbelievable. Appreciate everybody who's continued to rock with me throughout this live stream. Shout out to Matthias Padula. Also shout out to Dominic, the football fan, for the subscription. Appreciate y'all checking out the stream. Like I said, I do like doing live streams that don't feature the Cowboys just because it gives me something different to do and something different to talk about. So it's a little different. Upgrade our players. So we are not facing the Indianapolis Colts. It looks like we are facing off against those Denver Broncos. And I'm guessing Von Miller is not on the Broncos? I mean, he wouldn't be because in the middle of the season, if these are, because I used the rosters that were, updated. Man, the Broncos are 10-7. That's not a bad record, considering. That's not a bad record. All right. Well, we don't have any guys coming back from injury, so we've got a rematch of the 2005 AFC Championship game. I remember when the Steelers played that game in up in Mile High Country in Denver. Jake the Snake Plummer was the quarterback, and I think they still had Rod Smith. I know Clinton Portis was with the Redskins by that point, or the Washington football team, excuse me. But yeah, we are going to be facing the Denver Broncos, and because we have a better record than them and they upset the Colts, actually, let me go back and see what happened with the rest of the playoffs. Let me go ahead and see what happened in the game where they played against the Colts, because I had a feeling it was going to be Indianapolis, but it wasn't. Let's go ahead and check out the playoff bracket, and let's see how we got here. We need some context. Wow, the Broncos beat the Colts by 6. Jeez. The push and do project, I heard, to the Admirals. Well, if I'm glad they're at least going to possibly give themselves a nickname, because you're calling yourselves the football team. Oh, you are so intimidating. Seriously, give yourselves a name if you're going to be called an NFL franchise, for real. Seriously, what a joke. So obviously we put hands on Kansas City. The Broncos get the upset against the Colts, so Ben Roethlisberger is not done playing at Heinz Field, because we're the 3rd seed, Broncos are the 5th seed. We're playing them in the AFC Championship game. So, like I said, a rematch of the 05 AFC title game. Let's see how the NFC is doing. I don't know. I haven't really checked out the possibility of who the Steelers might face in the Super Bowl. So the Packers are the number 1 seed. They took care of. Looks like, so they waited. So it looks like I don't know who. Let me see. What was that game? Oh, it was the Cowboys. So the Panthers beat the Cowboys in Dallas. Just like in real life, my Cowboys get bounced in the wild card round. What a joke. The Giants got blanked by the Buccaneers. Tom Brady's must be playing well this postseason, just like in real life. The 49ers beat the Rams. That's an upset. Well, not quite an upset, but still. So 49ers faced off against the Bucks in the divisional round. The Bucks beat them. Packers beat the Panthers. So the NFC Championship game is a rematch of last year's NFC title game, with the Packers hosting the Buccaneers for the championship game. And we are taking on the Denver Broncos in the AFC title game. Out of these two teams, I mean, whichever team we're facing is going to have a Hall of Fame quarterback, so can't get out of that. But I'll tell you what, it'd be very interesting if the Packers did win. Then it'd be a rematch of a Super Bowl 45, which was like basically a decade ago. A rematch of that one, so that'd be pretty interesting. All right. Well, we got to get to the Super Bowl first before we even think about scenarios like that. So let's go ahead and take care of the Denver Broncos. Playing in the conference championship game. Got the Broncos coming to Heinz Field in what officially will be Ben Roethlisberger's last game at home. So pretty interesting for the AFC playoffs to be like this. Both of the higher seeds were upset by lower seeds in the divisional round. Very interesting. But that's what we've got. We're back at Heinz Field. The weather's better. It's probably still pretty cold, but we do have, but there's no snow. We're taking on the Denver Broncos. Man, who would have thought this for an AFC championship? The Broncos, I don't even know who the quarterback is. I'm guessing it's Teddy Bridgewater who's the starter. Unless Drew Lock is the real deal in this franchise mode, and he's going to be like a top 5 quarterback if we were to continue this franchise beyond 1 year, but I don't know. But like I said, this is a 1-year rebuild, last ride thing. So here we go. Ben Roethlisberger back in the AFC Championship game. Trying trying to do some work here against these Denver Broncos. Two wildcard teams in the AFC Championship. Who would have thought that? Then we get a nice first completion to Juju Smith-Schuster. That's a pretty good way to start the game, if I say so myself. But this offense through the postseason has been running a lot through Najee Harris. So we're going to let him go to work.
Second down coming up. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives,
once again, they have to highlight all the injuries that we have. It's like, have you seen the Steelers' magical ride to the Super Bowl with all of these key players that are injured? It's got to be what the ESPN analysts are talking about mostly. Throw it away. Yeah, throw it away. I felt the pressure bearing down. I wanted to get rid of that ball. I was out of the tackle box that time. I need to get out of the tackle box and then throw it, not just stand there and then throw it.
And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Corner route. Oh! Ooh, that was a bad throw. That almost hit that DB in the hands. Well, we're punting on our first drive. That's not ideal.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Ooh! Let it go a little bit.
And a nice
pretty good punt inside the 8-yard line.
This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
All right. So it is Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Fant is still their tight end. They still got Sutton. It looks like they've got all their main guys in the lineup. No injuries, no big trades, I guess, were made for the Broncos. Obviously, we know that Von Miller is not on the roster anymore. But Melvin Gordon is their running back. So, yeah, Broncos got an interesting squad here. Man, Teddy Bridgewater led the Broncos to the AFC Championship game. How about that? That is an accomplishment for them. Vic Fangio, there's no way he's fired after doing something like this, just like unlike in real life. Got canned after every year with the Broncos and couldn't make the playoffs. I think Fangio became their head coach in like 2019, and he just wasn't able to ever lead them to the playoffs. Oh my God, I dove at him too early and I missed him. And Fant is going down the sideline for a 20-plus yard gain. Well, I'm getting a little bit more of a challenge here from the get-go in this game, which is probably good for an AFC title game. If you want to be a fan, you want to be entertained watching this game. Looks like the Buccaneers, I saw the ticker down there at the bottom. Looks like the Bucks did beat the Packers in the NFC Championship. They must have played earlier in the day than us. So, if we win this game, we are going to face Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Try to deny them a second straight. Oh! We get the fumble. Let's go! There we go. Way to stop the drive right there. Big time possession. Big time defensive stand. Hopefully that's going to ignite our, hopefully that'll ignite an offensive explosion like we've had in our first two playoff games. But we'll see.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger.
There we go. Smith-Schuster on the crossing route.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Ooh, they were in the backfield right when we snapped the ball. That was not good. And we lost 2 yards on that play.
Man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Roethlisberger.
Oh!
That is incomplete.
Man. Well, we can't take advantage of the fumble, but let's go ahead and attempt this 58-yarder. See if we can make this. I don't know if Boswell's going to make it. And he got it. 58-yarder. Woo! Well, he did make a 60-yarder against the Bengals in the regular season in that game I did play, so big-time kick. Get in the playoffs, get to a championship game, you got to make the big kicks. That's when it's time to play your heart out. Well, we do take advantage of the fumble, and we are able to turn it into points, so that's good. Got to get points off turnovers, especially in big games like this if you want to advance. So that's huge.
Turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
Melvin Gordon picks up an easy first down on us. Gordon's been having a decent first quarter so far.
Past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling.
Get in there.
To put it mildly.
Get Teddy. Man, Fant just broke like 3 tackles in a row right there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. Going right.
Keep that tackle. There we go. Fitzpatrick was up there for the tackle.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Come on, get in there. Oh my goodness.
Escaping
Sack him, come on.
right.
I missed him. Oh, fumble, get the ball, please get it. Cameron Hayward with the recovery. Let's go. Back-to-back fumbles. Teddy Bridgewater, you know darn well that you shouldn't be running around with that football back there.
I know one person's
lesson learned.
Who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely.
There we go.
When's it gonna go down when they
Good run with Najee. Really want to get a touchdown on this drive. We'll start to kind of pull away from him a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Roethlisberger.
There we go. That's the completion we're looking for. Let's go, Claypool.
So close.
Big time. Down to the 1-yard line.
Right there.
Heck of a throw, Ben. Nice job, Claypool.
Big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season. So
all right. Well, not quite the offensive explosion in the first quarter that we've had the first 2 playoff games, but we are up 3-0, which is a pretty good start. So, audible to a quarterback draw with Ben Roethlisberger. You're not too old for this game, Ben. Quarterback draw into the end zone for 6. Definitely a play call I don't think the Broncos were expecting at all.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Extra point is up and good, and we've got a 10-point lead here in the second quarter. Terrible towels are flying because the fans can smell it. The fans can smell another Super Bowl berth for the black and gold. If we win this game, it'll be what? The Steelers' 8th Super Bowl appearance. I mean, I know they went to the one Super Bowl 45 in 2010, but they lost to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. But that counts as an appearance. It'd be their 8th appearance. And, I mean, if we win, it'd be 7 Super Bowls for them. That'd be 7 championships for the Steel Curtain. 2nd and 8.
That's a bad possession all the way around.
There we go. Make that tackle on Melvin Gordon. Nice job. Nice job, Wormley.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly.
3rd down and 8 for Denver. Let's get him off the field again and hopefully find a way to get down there and score again. We haven't let up yet. Caught it, but he's well short. Tim Patrick wasn't going to get that first. 4th down, and they are off our field. Let's go.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24.
Good return there by Sutton.
Punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience.
Well, we're trying to change that, Gotten. Trying to get Najee going a little bit more. Get those wheels turning.
So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But he got to get
the 1st down. Ooh, carrying a man. There you go, Harris.
Yeah, despite his struggle, still winning here in the second quarter.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle.
Yep, Fangio ain't happy about that. I know he's not.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger.
There you go, Claypool. Way to go up and get it, man. Nice catch.
Inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
Nah, not exactly the best blocking. Offensive line hasn't had spectacular games so far in the playoffs. This one just may be a little bit more low scoring than the other ones that we've had, and we'll just have to accept that. May not be able to put away the Broncos as early as other opponents, which is crazy considering the fact that the Broncos are worse than the Chiefs. Maybe not the Jaguars, but definitely the Chiefs.
Throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go, Ben. Run! Touchdown! Ben Roethlisberger runs it into the end zone. How about that for our first 2 offensive touchdowns? Ben Roethlisberger keeping it himself for 6. C opened up. Take advantage of it, even though Ben's got, like, not very great speed, but he's got a little bit of a burst to him.
That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Well, there's 3 minutes left in the half. We'll see what the Broncos do on this drive. It very well could dictate if I super sim the rest of this game or not.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also
another completion there.
Like the
Bridgewater's still perfect. He's 6 for 6 for 70 yards. He's doing well out there. It's just that, you know, they've had 2 costly possessions where they turned the ball over, and we turned both of those possessions into points. I mean, we've scored 10 points off of turnovers that Denver's given us, which is, that's how you win football games, especially big football games and championship games.
You'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage.
There we go. Get him. Get Gordon down. There we go. And we're at the 2-minute warning. 17-zip Steelers. Broncos obviously are trying to get down the field and get something here.
Reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us.
We just busted through the line instantly. Oh, not quite, but we almost got there. Catch that?
2 yards is all they'll get.
Ant did catch it, but it's well short. And they're going to punt. I'd go for it if I'm them. Hey, it's a championship game and you're down by 17 points. If I'm Fangio, I'm going for it. I'm not punting.
44 on his
But
first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Their loss, my game.
Taken at the 15.
We can get a decent return from Sutton. He's had some space to run on the returns in this game.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And
that will come the offense as they take
44. Yeah, let's see if we can score at least some points before the half, even if it's just a field goal. Yeah, even if it's only a field goal, I think it's still worth it to go for points. Good catch, Juju. Is it Juju? Yeah, that was Juju. Couldn't tell for a sec. Same with Johnson. That is Johnson. Ah, knocked away at the last minute.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow.
Nice post route, Johnson. First down, Steelers.
And this is gonna be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. Ben to throw.
Come on, Juju. Ah, knocked away.
Down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more.
Got circle. Oh!
Incomplete.
Ooh.
Defender all over him that time.
Almost got it.
Lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's
I really want to get. What was that, Ben? Accuracy must be dropping all of a sudden. Well, I hate field goals, especially when you're trying to put nails in coffins, but go ahead and kick it. We're up 20 points. What's Denver scores to end the half? Vision been coming back, but let's see. We've been able to jump out to pretty big leads. I mean, by certain standards, this is a pretty big lead, but...
And one's going to sit on this one. It'll be a
still just
touchback.
not as comfortable as I would be if it was, you know,
And Cortland Sutton heading
28
back out
points
there.
or something.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with
Make
that.
a play
and
here.
Oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just
oh.
not good enough.
Pick it. Here we go.
Judy, but it's
Just what we're looking for. Just what we're looking for. Something to really, really make them question if we can do anything. We're already in field goal range. Let's go ahead and go for the jugular here. Let's go for the jugular. Let's knock 7 out right here. Well, not right here, but on this possession. Led you pretty bad there, Claypool. I apologize for that, man.
Thinking right now, they take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that there.
31 seconds. Can't dilly-dally around. That's got to be touchdown. 6 points. Let's go, Johnson. Taking advantage of another turnover. 3 turnovers, and we scored points after every turnover that they did. Extra points up and good. We're up 27 zip. Pretty much, well, we've got this AFC Championship game more than wrapped. Steelers defense has been unbelievable in the playoffs. They really have toned it up another level. Well, really in the middle point of the season after that 3-3 start and, you know, all the injuries that we've had. It's been great to see this team overcome all of this and be on the doorstep of the Super Bowl. There we go, make that tackle on Fant.
And from the 25,
nice.
They work this to the 29.
No, it's Patrick, that wasn't Fant.
They'll contain him to
7
just
seconds
4.
left for Denver.
Second down.
They're not even calling a timeout.
Just keep this on the ground. And this
well,
is a short gain on what
bad idea. So going into halftime up 27-0. It's about the same as halftime deficits that we've had our opponents to before. So we're just going to go ahead and super sim. Let's go ahead and sim. I'm going to do like I did last time. I'm going to just sim to the next quarter. Let's see what happens here. Wow. Still 30-0. Wow. We still got them shut out. Send to the end of the game. Man. We gonna shut them out? Nah, we didn't. 37-3, and the Steelers are headed to the Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger's final season, his last ride. We got the Steelers in the Super Bowl. How about that? And I know who we're playing. We're taking on Tom Brady. Ben Roethlisberger in his final NFL game, taking on Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Steeler Nation, would you have it any other way? Would you have it any other way? I don't think so. Wow. One more game. This live stream has been going on for hours. It's been, I think, maybe close to 3. I don't even know how long I've been streaming for, but I know it's been a while. But it's what you have to do in order to play through a whole season, to get your guy to get to the Super Bowl. Let's view the Pro Bowl roster. Let's see if any of the Steelers made it, just out of my own curiosity. So Ben Roethlisberger did not make the Pro Bowl in his final year, but that's okay. Did we have any Steelers make it? Oh, well, technically, if we're playing in the Super Bowl, then we're not going to have any of our Steelers play in the game anyway. But I'm guessing no Steeler made the roster. just because. It's okay, though. It's okay, though. All right. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through Pro Bowl week. Managed staff. Probably got some upgrades to do now. We'll go ahead and upgrade before the Super Bowl, before the biggest game, because why not? Let's see if we can upgrade Mike Tomlin. He's trying to get that other Super Bowl. Upgraded our offensive coordinator a little bit, but we only have 6 points left, and that's not enough. Those aren't enough skill points to be spending on any members of the staff as far as upgrading any of the trees. So we're going to have to settle with going with that for the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and advance week, get the Pro Bowl over with. All right. Oh, guess we can upgrade a couple of our players. Well, then again, we did practice this week. Yeah, let's upgrade all these guys. Fitzpatrick getting an upgrade, that's pretty good. He's up to an 89 overall. Pretty good for him. Our number one corner going into the Super Bowl with almost a 90 overall record. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, this is going to be the last game of this live stream. We can't come this far just to lose to Tom Brady. In real life, the Los Angeles Rams did the NFL right by knocking him out early. And now we're going to knock him out of the Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger's final game as a Steeler. And we're in the Super Bowl. Let's do it. Once again, shout out to everybody for rocking with me during this live stream. It's been a lot of fun. It's been fun to do, to do something like this. I love franchise. I love doing rebuilds, simming a lot, and everything like that. But this has been pretty fun too. One-year rebuilds are pretty fun as well. I appreciate YouTubers out there like Miles Dawkins 24/7 who, love to use NFL video games to just, create their own world and create what they think is a better world. So, let's do it. So here we are, SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. We got California fever. We're California dreaming, whatever terminology you want to use. Ben Roethlisberger, his final NFL game ever, and we're in the Super Bowl. The Steelers are in the Super Bowl taking on those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tell you what, this is a matchup that I don't think has happened a lot in the NFL over the last couple of seasons. Buccaneers, Steelers playing each other even in the regular season, not really common. And we get the ball first to start out the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I actually haven't played the Super Bowl in any of my dynasties or franchise modes that I've played. I've simmed through it, but I haven't played the Super Bowl. So here we go, starting off with a good return by Sutton. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they expected to be here. Steelers, we were a wild card team. We weren't expected to do anything like this with Ben Roethlisberger at a 74 overall quarterback, but here we are, taking on the Bucs, who have a pretty good defense. I shouldn't test them too much, but I will. You got to test them. Despite all these injuries, it doesn't matter. We've still got a good squad. Taking on the Bucs. Haven't really run a lot of screen passes from Harris, but let's see if we can get a decent. Oh, and we can't even get the ball off. Ben gets sacked. Second down. Ndamukong Suh. Surprised he didn't stomp on his head. I'll tell you what, that guy's an absolute head case. Head case, basket case, whatever case you want to call him. Make that catch. Do we make it? Yes, got Deontay Johnson down the sideline. Hey, that's a big play that we needed right off the bat. Let the Buccaneers know that, hey, it's not going to be a cakewalk for you guys like last year's Super Bowl. Y'all are going to have to fight. Tom Brady is going to have to turn back the hands of time and become Tom Brady from 2001 in order to win this championship.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get Claypool.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, he almost caught it off the tip. Johnson almost got in there and got the ball. Thought he was going to catch it off of like a little tip drill.
Again, it's Roethlisberger.
Come on, Ben. First down catch, once again to who else but Deontay Johnson. And now it's trying to mix in a little bit of running with our power back. The guy who's done a lot of carrying of the load to the playoffs, and that's Mr. Najee Harris. And that hole opened up so much. That was perfect. Good run. Doing well to start off this first possession, I got to admit. Doing pretty well right here.
We saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things.
A decent one.
Looks like it's going like clockwork.
Bucks are tough.
Right now for them.
They have the best defense, I think, in this game, based on overalls and all the talent that they have. So they're nobody that you mess with. They are nobody that you mess with. There we go. Another first down with Harris, pounding at him away with the run. Here.
Nice crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run.
Audible to it's audible more of a slant route right here with Johnson. Catch that, 6 points. We're on the board. Opening possession. Oh, that wasn't Johnson. That was Smith-Schuster. Even better. Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster's in the Super Bowl. See, I told y'all we didn't need Antonio Brown in the beginning of this live stream. I told y'all we didn't need him. Antonio Brown won a championship with the Buccaneers last year. We're not going to just let him have another free ride to a championship. No.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I really think the trades that I made to get the 2 right tackles with Orlando Brown and the 49ers right tackle, Lindsey or whatever his name was, I think were the biggest things that paid off in the end, because an entire offensive line is important to your success, just like look at what the Cowboys have looked like in recent years, except for this year, like not like now, but that is the glue that really holds your offense together. And if you don't have a good offensive line, as we get a nice pick six here with Scoober, is he going to go? Oh, he's down to like the 3-yard line, but still. You know, you get good tackles to protect the quarterback who's overall in the game is not very good. You're going to be successful. And I think it paid dividends with this last ride to make those trades. I knew I had to make some trades to get this Steelers team to be better. And Najee Harris gets into the end zone for another postseason touchdown. And we've gone up 14-0 on Tom Brady and the Bucks. But it's Tom Brady. No lead against Tom Brady is safe. So trust me, this might be a deal where it's going to be the toughest we have to endure. It should be. But we got a great turnover from Brady. Father Time has finally catch up in the Mr. Tom, but who knows? He may retire after this game if they lose.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will be
sit down, Fournette. You're not getting too far away.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football.
Got a completion of Scotty Miller. I think that's Scotty Miller. I think that's his name. Scotty.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming
Scotty!
from the sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig
Come on, get in there. Make that tackle. There we go.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
Ooh.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they're mounting a little bit of a drive here. Buccaneers have gotten punched in the mouth early, but they're having a pretty good response here. Reminds me of how Denver kind of settled down a little bit in the AFC title game. Except the difference is that Tom Brady's the quarterback, it's not Teddy Bridgewater. So, as long as it's number 12, you're never safe. You're never safe, as long as that guy's on the other side.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong. But
2nd down and 12 for the Bucs. You get another completion there. They're down at 2. If we can get him off the field. But Tom Brady's icon is glowing right now, so he's probably feeling pretty good. Oh, man, Mike Evans wide open for the touchdown. Well, the Bucks definitely have responded after getting punched in the gut from the get-go. Not going to be a cakewalk. Not going to be as easy as the other playoff games that I think we've endured. I mean, we've held all of our playoff opponents to, well, except for Jacksonville. Jacksonville actually got a couple of points on it. Well, a couple. I mean, shoot, they went from being down, like, shoot, they went from 3 points to 24 points to end that game. But Chiefs, Broncos, we held them to under 7 points. Actually, no, I think the Chiefs, yeah. Point is, we won by so much bigger margins in the earlier rounds of the playoffs. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and run into Harris, and let's get to the end of the first quarter. And think about what our next steps are to try to secure this championship for Ben Roethlisberger in his final game of his NFL career. End of Super Bowl. Into the Super Bowl. Into the first quarter of the Super Bowl. 14-7. Steelers.
A good gain on first, has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Harris. And
there we go, first down for Harris. That's what we needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies.
Crossing route here. That's a good route.
Stay with who you know and
good
go
route.
get the first down.
Couple yards short though. No big deal though.
Timing is so important on a route like this.
I don't know if this is a good play to pick. Going with a jet sweep for Juju, but let's try it out and see if we can get some block. And we almost got some blocking. We came up like a yard short. But teams can sniff out those sweeps and stuff so much easier in the NFL. The athletes are so much quicker and experienced, and they just do a better job of anticipating anything coming their way. But we get the first down with Harris. That's cool.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now Roethlisberger on first down.
Got our tight end, Lee Smith here. Free agent acquisition. After we basically had both of our starting tight ends out.
They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping.
Come on, get this first. There you go, Najee. Oh, get more. There we go. Nice run. 8 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown for Najee. I love it if Ben could get the MVP, but you know what? I feel like today our offense is really mainly going to be running through Najee Harris. It's similar to the way that John Elway rode Terrell Davis to his first championship in the '97 Super Bowl. I feel like Harris has similar qualities of that, and it's just a similar situation. Because Roethlisberger's getting to the age where he's too old to be carrying the team all on his back, you know. So.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out.
3rd down and 5.
They expected it
need
and
this.
got there and popped it free.
Need this first. Come on, Lee.
He's got Smith here.
Oh! I think he got it. Yes, he did.
15.
Awesome. Good job, Smith.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity,
first time I've really used Lee Smith.
Intelligence. Found the hole
Gentry's still active,
sure
but Smith has been running those crossing routes more today.
And put the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
There we go, Harris. Break that tackle and get inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. 75 yards in the first half. Not bad for Najee. See if we can get another touchdown here. Come on, Najee. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Harris with 2 touchdowns already. Definitely putting his name in the ballot for an MVP trophy of the Super Bowl. I don't think Ben will take a back seat of, being like, oh, Matt, I didn't get the the Super Bowl MVP award. He's going to be happy to walk away in his final season, in his final game, with a Super Bowl ring.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Exactly. Here we go for sure.
Just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's
get in there.
Because they had it going pretty good.
Sack Brady. There we go. Nice job, Britt. Nice job. Wormley getting busy. We're letting Tom Brady know we're here to play in the Super Bowl. We're letting Tom Brady that it's not going to be a cakewalk. Brady, you have enough Super Bowl rings. 2FXNG. Saints fan? All right, cool. Care to share any thoughts about Sean Payton's departure or no? You don't have to.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Oh man, I couldn't get to Fournette.
The 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Here's a give to Fournette.
There we go. Make that tackle. There we go.
The first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard.
Really sad to hear that he left. Yeah, I can believe that.
For the punt team here on fourth down. So on now is the
forcing the Bucs to punt again. That's good. 21-7. Really would love to get some points to end the half. Might be able to send the third quarter. Good return there by Sutton. Sutton's been, pretty clutch with in the return game, especially in the playoffs. And that one regular season game I took control of when we beat the Bengals. Yeah, I can believe that. I mean, I had a feeling that when Drew Brees decided to hang it up, that, Sean Payton was eventually going to follow. I just thought it was natural, Oh, stupid me. Threw a pick. Was that not holding on my offensive lineman right there after they picked it off? Come on, ref. Terrible decision right there. First interception I've thrown with Ben in this whole live stream in the games that I've played.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there.
Not good. Not good at all.
Guys who have ball skills.
Now Brady's got. Now how can you not tackle Gronk? You were right there for the tackle. Come on, guys. Gotta do better than that. Keep Dennis Allen. I'll read that comment in a sec. Make that tackle. There we go. Defensive coordinator, find a new coach, and I think we'll be good. We just need to get a quarterback. Hold team. Yeah. I gotta admit, to FX, Taysom Hill is not the answer. I'm sorry. Taysom Hill is a gadget, Swiss Army knife NFL player who's pretending to be a quarterback. That's who he is. Taysom Hill is not the answer. And you know what? Now that Sean Payton is out of there, I got a feeling that whoever takes over as the coach, because I feel like Payton always showed affection for Hill, that they're going to say, hey, we're going to get rid of them. Like, we're going to either cut you or we're going to trade you to another team.
And there's another example, another incompletion.
Glad you agree. I mean, Taysom Hill is not it. I saw him play at BYU. The guy's nothing but a white Michael Vick. But the only problem is I can't really draw that comparison because Michael Vick could still throw the football. Vick could still throw the football. If you let Vick settle down sometimes, back in the day when he was with the Falcons in his early days, I mean, he could launch one of those rockets. Vick was a cheat code, and everybody knows it. Forcing the Bucs to a field goal attempt here, and they're not even going to get a chance to kick it. They let the clock expire. What idiots! So we throw a pick there, but it doesn't bite us. It doesn't bite us too much in the back. All right. Well, let me go ahead and super sim just this third quarter. I'm going to sim to the third quarter. Jump forward. Next quarter. Let's see what happens in the third quarter. Let's see if Brady starts mounting a comeback. Well, they scored, but then we scored. 35. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and play this whole fourth quarter. We're going to play this whole fourth quarter just for Ben. We obviously have a 3-touchdown lead. This game is pretty much in hand based on the fact that in the third quarter we kept doing work. We added a couple more touchdowns. But I want to be able to take that knee with Ben Roethlisberger to properly end this live stream, to properly end this last ride.
Despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Well, that's what we're going to try to do. You never know. It's nothing safe with Tom Brady on the other sideline. And Roethlisberger knows it. Trust me. He's played against this man. Get home! Sack him! Or make it go incomplete. Huge Steelers fan, and his reaction to Ben retiring was sad. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make a few members of Steeler Nation feel better, and also trying to just do some live streaming because it's something that I haven't done in a while on my channel. Oh, Pickett! Yes, Minkah Fitzpatrick said, "I will take that." There we go, Minkah. Fitzpatrick really hasn't done too much for me. It's good to see him get a pick. There we go. Wow. So we're going to go back to the Super Sim, but we're just going to sim some of the possessions coming up. So let's just go ahead and sim to the change of possession, see what happens with this possession. So we actually kicked a field goal. So let's go ahead and sim the next change of possession. So the Bucks they went for 2. They went for the onside, but Chase Claypool recovered it. So let me just jump forward to change of possession if it does change. Well, I didn't get to take the knee with Ben Roethlisberger like I wanted, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are the world champions, and I got Ben Roethlisberger a ring in his final season. How about that? Ben Roethlisberger, you're walking away. You were already walking away a Hall of Famer this season, even if nothing happened. But I got you a Super Bowl victory in your final season in the NFL. Tom Brady, get to stepping. Go back to retirement, man. Hit the couch.
That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there. And now
Dominic, yeah. Check out some of the highlights here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have played the whole fourth quarter just to, enjoy the satisfaction of leading a team to a Super Bowl in this game. But I said, I just thought, best to go ahead and sim it. Because this live stream's been going on for a long time, and as much as I, love all the interactions and, chatting that I've had with all of the people in this chat room, I got to wrap up this live stream pretty soon.
For an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job.
So Dominic, I don't know. Are you like a lifelong Bucks fan? Do you remember the 2002 season? Did you watch when they used to be with the creamsicle jerseys on? Maybe, I don't know, when maybe Leroy Selman was playing or anything like that. Any of those names ring a bell? I remember in the late 90s when Trent Dilfer was the quarterback and he was basically run out of town because he threw too many interceptions. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Saints fan and Bucks fan here in the chat arguing, but talking to each other, talking back and forth. Ben Roethlisberger, you're a world champion. I got you a Super Bowl ring in your final season playing in the NFL. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody who has checked out the live stream. This is going on, I don't know, maybe close to 4 hours, I want to say. It's been probably one of the longest live streams that I've ever done, especially for Madden. But this has been a lot of fun to do. It's been great to meet all of y'all. LeGarrette Blount, yeah, that was a good guy. Go ahead and check out the season recap. Pittsburgh Steelers, 7 Super Bowls. 7. Got the Steelers 7 Super Bowls right now. How about that? How about that? MVP was Najee Harris. Not surprised. He led us to victory in that game. 2 touchdowns on the ground. I don't really know how the rest of the game phased out. Let me go ahead and take a look at the box score from the Super Bowl and see what happened, for the rest of the game. Let me go ahead and check out the stats from. Let me see if I can check out. Can I check out the? Can I check out the stats? Let me just go to the league schedule and see. So let me go check out. So let me go ahead and check out the let me check out the stats for Big Ben. All right, let me check out Big Ben's final season stats. Almost 4,000 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, only 10 interceptions, quarterback rating of 90.4. I think that's pretty good for a guy who's played 18 years in the NFL to have in his final season. Ben, Godspeed. I know Steeler fans are going to miss you. In my eyes, even though I'm a lifelong Dallas Cowboy fan, I've had respect for Roethlisberger despite all of the controversy that he's been through in his career. He's a good quarterback. He's a Hall of Famer. Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He deserves to be in Canton, Ohio, I think, despite all the controversy. I mean, hey, there have been a lot of Hall of Famers recently that have gone in the NFL despite controversies they had. I mean, shoot, Charles Haley was voted in several years ago, and he's bipolar. I mean, athletes off the field are always going to have problems. But you know what? On the field, you can't take away from what Ben did. Although, if this was the real season that happened in 2021, I got a feeling that Ben would still stick around. I don't even know if he'll retire, but I'm not going to check that out. So, I accomplished my goal that I wanted to do with this live stream, and I led Ben Roethlisberger to a Super Bowl in his final season in the NFL. Shout out to everybody for checking out the channel. I'm going to shout out all of the people that have been in this chat since everything got started. Shout out to Acklin, thank you very much. Guchin's Vlog Videos, thank you very much. Matthias Padula, the big-time Steelers fan from Brazil. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for checking out the chat. Firehawk Legend, the Kansas City Chiefs fan, shout out to you for checking out the chat as well. Greatly appreciate it. Casey Studevant, thank you for checking it out. Theodore Thomas, thank you very much for checking out the chat. Appreciate the support. Can't really read that person's name. Arnav Clip you, thank you very much. Jason Hernandez, shout out to you. Dominic the football fan, thanks very much for checking out the live stream and subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for that, man. 2FXNG, thank you very much for checking out the live stream. Very much appreciate all of y'all checking it out. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Shout out to everybody. This has been your boy Malin, and I'm out. You guys have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Not sure when that'll be, but hopefully it'll be soon. Take care, y'all.